We'll set the world ablaze. Nothing can stop us, we're gonna ignite. We'll shine so bright like stars in the night. Crist! Light the match, watch it burn. Every bridge, every turn. We've had enough of this broken town. Time to rise up and tear it down. Rise up and tear it down. Burn it down. Take Crist. Take Crist. Take Crist. Bring it all down, let the flames rise higher. Feel the fire, unleash our desire. No intention of being bound. We'll make our own rules, burn it to the ground. Oh yeah. Revolver! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Where the tiniest clash and the passions flow. And the rain and fire, the tension's high. Revolver wrestling jump to death, close your eyes. Revolver wrestling, we're taking it to the top. Breaking boundaries, we won't ever stop. Feel the power, hear the roar of the crowd. Revolver wrestling will make you shout it out loud. In the ring we stand tall and strong, ready for the fight. of a fire starter. Put to match, strike the stone. Let the spark fly, let the fire glow. Feel the heat, watch it rise. We're gonna burn bright light on the skies. Let's start this fire, let it roar and blaze. Together, we'll set the world ablaze. Nothing can stop us, we're gonna ignite. We'll shine so bright like stars in the night. Yeah, Crist. Light the match, watch it burn. Every bridge, every turn. We've had enough of this broken town. Time to rise up and tear it down. Rise up and tear it down. Burn it down. Take Crist. Take Crist. Take Crist. Lay it all down, let the flames rise higher. Feel the fire, unleash our desire. No intention of being bound. We'll make our own rules, burn it to the ground. Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dayton, Ohio. Welcome live on YouTube to Revolver Strong. My name is Kevin Martin and I will be your host this evening. But one thing I know you don't want to do, you don't want to hear me talk. You want to see some pro wrestling. So with that said, it's time for your opening contest. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, Gringo, Loco!
since day one. Thank all of our affiliates jumping on board as well, helping spread the word and making us famous. Remember, if you love your team, look it on YouTube. We'd love to see you. A lot of eyeballs here live as well. We are sold out tonight. Super standing room over. Yeah. Chairs as far as the eye can see to the back wall. And this is just one of several reasons why. Whether it's the world title or remix title, Jake Crist has always been in the hunt. And the best version of this 20-plus year veteran is the one we see before you right here and now today.
Oh, no doubt about it, Joe. Dayton's favorite son. Bring it back, OVE. I love it.
Goes up, strikes down. A foreboding warning for his opponent, Gringo Loco, who is anything but intimidated as he has seen every style, every type, every level to this, and normally come out excelling, and maybe with a viral moment or two as well.
Absolutely. Expect fireworks in this one.
And a groundswell of support, of course. This is home for Jake Crist in the literal sense, in the figurative sense. Gringo Loco's based his career out of the Chicago area, but when you talk about, high-octane athletic wrestling in the Midwest, Gringo Loco's on that short list as one of the most consistent to ever do it.
It's weird to say this, but like two veterans in the prime of their careers.
Young veterans. And if you
Not grizzled, but chiseled, I'd say.
Okay, there you go. Split crowd here tonight. If you've never seen Wrestling Revolver before, as the cliche would go, fasten your seatbelts. Get strapped in because this is going to be a broadcast you are not soon going to forget.
Wrestling Revolver always brings you the best action in independent wrestling. Coming soon here to YouTube, you can see our whole history.
Oh yeah, the archives is one of the most star-studded independent wrestling libraries I have ever seen in my life. So many athletes that went on to become global stars. So many athletes here while they were global stars.
Absolutely.
And these two men have been a part of so many events. As Jake Crist lands on his feet in the early going, Gringo is certainly a unique anomaly because there aren't many luchadors of that size that pack that power.
And that's not the only thing that makes him the base god.
Is that one of them?
I think that's base.
Oh, okay.
You see that hip action?
I think that's about a 7 or 8 on the Rick Rude scale.
Nice. Most people don't even get to like 3 or 4.
Jake Crist with that basement drop kick able to outquicken Gringo Loco. And with distance comes opportunity for Crist to outside.
Crist is always going to move faster. He's always going to hit harder when the spotlight is on, especially here in his hometown of Dayton.
And Crist, incredible follow-up. The acai moonsault. While he had Gringo at bay, Crist taking 2 back-to-back high risks, and normally the odds say that doesn't pay off, but Jake Crist defying those odds early on.
Referee Daniel here forced to make a 10 count.
I love that you're on a first-name basis with him.
Well, of course, I think our audience deserves to know.
He's not Daniel Spencer, he's just Daniel.
Yeah.
Like just Joe.
Right.
Not me, like Joe Legend. Right.
Reaching way back there.
Jake Crist sends Gringo back into the ring, and could the third time be a charm when it comes to high-risk aerial offense. Jake Crist looking to soar, and he connects with Gringo into the lateral press. Emphatic statement, but only gets two. Bork, tonight we're going to have violence. We're going to have a retirement. We're going to have the tag teams on display. We're going to have a scramble match. We're going to have debuts we haven't seen before in Revolver. It truly is something for every type of wrestling fan throughout this broadcast and every month here in Revolver.
Absolutely. That's why I love Wrestling Revolver so much. We bring you a little bit of everything to put together the best card in independent wrestling.
Crist looking to send Gringo for the ride. Reversal. And up and over. You see that power, that low center of gravity by Gringo makes him difficult to move, but certainly very in his element when he's transporting his opponents.
Oh. Gringo with about,
To count only off of the Quebradora by Gringo Loco.
Gringo's got about a, I think, 60, 70 pound weight advantage over Crist, but that certainly doesn't mean he's slower than Crist.
No, not at all. And Jake Crist, I think, welcomes that tail of the tape. Jake Crist has gotten so lean and gotten rid of some unnecessary weight that maybe he had during his darker years. And, oh, there we go. See, it wasn't the swivel that time, more so the thrust, as Jake Crist into the cover. To count only. That's why they bring me here, for analysis like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Speaking of, I need to throw out there, we will be joined later by Havoc. If you can do it in pro wrestling, she's achieved it, and she'll be joining us for analysis later on tonight.
Do I got to sit closest to her? Sometimes she looks at me like she's mad.
I'd rather it be you than me, frankly.
Well, rather be Gringo Loco caught in this submission hold than either of us, because Crist, you can see, he's crimping that neck. He's using his lower extremities to extend that arm and shoulder, and certainly when Gringo Loco makes such a living off of that power, Crist is trying to shut down that upper body strength.
Crist, a true artist in the ring. Nobody moves quite like Jake Crist. And honestly, I don't think many hit harder.
Jake Crist can make the most painful of things look like a beautiful masterpiece. His mosaic of madness in that ring knows no bounds, but right now it's Gringo Loco. Look to create distance, but Crist cut him off with the Death Valley driver. Slice Brent coming up and connects.
Beautifully executed there by Crist, and he wants more.
Crist has done a fantastic job of stringing together offense.
Well, Gringo with a sidestep right there. Got the advantage he needed.
Yeah, Gringo. Crist with his turn and face first. And just like that, one fell swoop, Gringo turns the tides, deep hook of the leg, and a kick out. And certainly a matchup like this, so important for bragging rights, so important because of the audience watching, so important for the rankings as well.
Absolutely.
Only one of these men could kick off this era the right way, and one of the most competitive matches we have on tap tonight, kicking us off. Just imagine what's in store throughout the night.
Again, a split in the crowd. When you move like Gringo, you're bound to create some fan base out there.
It's not often you see Gringo Loco not command nearly 100% of the respect of this crowd, but that's the connection they have with Jake Crist, and many of these longtime fans have watched Jake Crist grow up. They've seen him at his best, at his worst. They have followed the trials and tribulations, and now Jake Crist ascending to cut off Gringo Loco with the pass, and it's going to end very poorly for at least one of these athletes.
Precarious positioning here in the corner. Jake Crist.
He's looking cutter.
Gringo able to fight his way out of that hole, though.
Just imagine the balance to even just stand up there by yourself, let alone control another human body while you're up there.
That athleticism is just out of control.
It's a Spanish fly, and that'll be a near fall.
And Gringo had that leg hooked in a very deep cover there. Crist having to power out. See a little bit of frustration on the face of Gringo Loco.
It's an ultra-competitive scenario. No doubt this was not going to be easy for either man, no matter how you slice it. But Gringo could make such a statement if he could quell the resurgence of Jake Crist that we've enjoyed for the past several years.
It's all about the gold and the road back to championships As you said, both men former Remix champion. Crist, former Revolver World Champion for 222 days. Gringo doesn't care.
Mid-air adjustment of the split leg moonsault, but Crist had it scouted.
Crist going high risk as well.
What does Crist have left? Jake Crist, that may have been ill-advised. The punishment Jake Crist has taken, he's struggling with his equilibrium, and Gringo not going to make things any better.
Oh, this is so dangerous.
Counter by Crist into the powerbomb. Oh, how close can you get?
Oh, Crist going for the work of art.
Drives with the legs and beats him. If you haven't seen Jake Crist win a matchup before with that work of art, I want you to pay special attention to the form, to the base, to the balance, to how Crist drives up with his legs to create that leverage. That's not just a spur of the moment, sloppy backslide. That is precision that Jake Crist has worked to perfect for many years. It's far from his first victory that way, and it won't be his last either.
Pure perfection, as you said. Everything Jake does in that ring is a work of art, as he's already showed us tonight.
And it only feels right that Jake Crist is the first man with his hand raised here in the YouTube era of Wrestling Revolver, but Gringo, something to say.
Dayton, Ohio! It feels so good to be back home.
Our new home on YouTube.
And to be able to spend it with one of my best friends in the entire wrestling business, Jake fucking Crist. One of the absolute best to ever do it. The hometown hero. Everybody, give it up for Jake right now. Jake fucking Crist. Jake fucking... My brother, I've always wanted to look you eye to eye and tell you it is always an honor and a privilege any time I get to step in the ring with you. So thank you, my brother. This ain't the last time, and I hope we can do it all around the world, baby.
I'd watch that anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, and it's competition like that that brings these athletes that respect, that bond closer together. They know how to fight, but like, no, hey! And as I say that, Gringo Loco makes a fool out of me, and even a bigger fool out of Jake Crist for believing him.
I mean, we saw Gringo team with all of his Chicago brethren a while back, and we did that, winning elimination games.
He just did that.
That he did.
No, not that.
Oh,
Spinning powerbomb. Obviously, Gringo Loco had in his mind, one way or another, he was going to make a statement right off the bat here on YouTube, and a win or a loss.
Now all you poor white fucking trash can shut your fucking mouths right now.
Come on.
All you have to do is go right out to the street and you see shitty, dilapidated fucking houses and disgusting yards, just like every one of y'all.
It's called working class life, Gringo.
I am fucking tired of being overlooked in professional wrestling. 23 years to come here and you guys cheer for a fucking guy like Jake Crist? Give me a fucking break. All of you people here came to see Gringo Loco, and if anybody says fucking different, you're a goddamn liar.
Clearly a split.
My point is fucking proven. Still chin my goddamn name. Everybody else in this fucking building can kiss my fucking ass. And fuck Dayton, Ohio.
Well, that's not how you earn respect. Gringo Loco wants to blame everybody else in the world for why he's not getting his flowers. Bottom line is, though, maybe Gringo should look himself in the mirror to find the culprit there, because Gringo Loco's the one that lost that match. Not Jake Crist, not these people, not Dayton, Ohio. It was Gringo.
Not cool, Gringo. Not cool.
That just shows you that competitive tensions are on edge, as we're just getting on the air tonight with Revolver Strong, and so much more with high stakes still ahead.
Let's go back to Kevin Martin in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep things rolling here. At this time, please welcome the Executive Vice President of Wrestling Revolver, Phil Stamper.
Always great to see Phil Stamper. I'm a Phil Stamper guy. How about you?
Hey, me too. Look how great Phil looks. He's lost a bunch of weight.
Gentlemen, how you doing today? Now, Gringo Loco aside, are you holding this line? Well, tonight we're about to get ready for a really big match. But before we do, I have a very special announcement. Please pay attention to the monitor. Everybody, have a great time tonight.
What's up, Revolver fans? It's your boys, the Rascals, Frank Williams, and Dustin Xavier. As you already knew that, we are officially the Revolver World Title Champions, but officially as of tonight, unfortunately we have to relinquish those things. So we have a rather hectic schedule to the point that it's unfair for you all, and most importantly, the tag team division, us not being able to be there to defend our championships. So, soon, you all will have new Pro Wrestling Revolver Tag Team Champions. But just know, if we get a little bit of time, alright, friends, we'll come back for those things. Oh yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this next bout scheduled for one fall is for the Wrestling Revolver World Tag Team Championship!
Wow, that's huge.
Massive announcement.
The stakes keep raising. The Rascals unable to defend those tag team titles, but we're going to make history right here, right now.
Making their way to the ring is the team of Ryan Mathias and KJ Reynolds. Time or die!
And this is a tag team that has felt they've been owed that tag team championship for quite some time. They've been the top contenders. Sometimes there's been scheduling issues, sometimes there have been injury issues, but Ty and I have very much well been in the mix as we welcome to the mix here at the commentary desk, the one and only Jessica Havoc, the legend as she is. Want to get your input on what we're about to see, because I think it's going to get freaky.
Oh yeah, especially with this tag team coming out. Oh, they're scary.
An insatiable hunger that must be seen to be believed. How about we trade? Go, Dino!
Let's try that again, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and prepare to be shocked
enjoy brain and insatiable hunger that must be seen to be believed. So, Dayton, Ohio, do you want to see an undead body? Maybe you'd like to see two undead bodies. For they are the unstoppable, incurable, infection, Jackson, Abel, the Outbreak!
In the foreground is Barnabas the Bizarre. He's the purveyor of the peculiar, and he has found two charter members of his auditorium to bring forth to the Revolver Tag Team Division. They're said to live zombie-like lifestyles, and whatever that means, whatever that's interpreted, these men certainly believe they are of the undead. It's Jackson and Abel. It's the debut of the Outbreak.
I should have brought my machete.
Absolutely.
They are terrifying.
Yeah, these flesh-eating freaks weird me out. But I'll tell you what, it's that Barnabas that really creeps me out. He makes me more uncomfortable than a 3-hour blowjob.
Barnabas is the programmer of the minds. Two brothers, one brain. He's an evil genius. Barnabas has been able to harness whatever is within these men's minds, that hunger for flesh, that thirst for brains, that penchant for violence. Some of you may have seen the Outbreak on Juggalo Championship Wrestling every week, and they've been battling some addiction issues. I understand Barnabas has kept them sequestered under lock and key today to prevent that from happening. But in any condition, any iteration, even the big Amazonga doesn't know what to make of the Outbreak. Jackson and Abel are dangerous. And folks, they could become Revolver Tag Team Champions in their debut.
That they could, and what a massive debut that would be. Of course, as you said earlier, Tie or Die won the right to the #1 contendership.
Yeah, Tie or Die may be a literal choice if Outbreak have anything to say about it.
Yeah, we'll find out here shortly. Back at season finale, Tie or Die beat Alpha Sig. But now, having to fight not the Rascals, but face a complete unknown in the Outbreak.
Not just an unknown here to Revolver audiences, but also a completely different style. I think you could say a lot about Wentz and Dez. They move like zombies, not one of them.
Here we go.
And yet, I mean, to your point, Tie or Die have been one match away from the tag titles for about 4 or 5 matches now. It's just been a series of unfortunate events for them. And KJ Reynolds, you know what? You got to play the hand, don't you? And
Hey, you know what?
I'd do it too.
Sometimes discretion's the better part of valor. KJ Reynolds had a bad concussion not too long ago. He unfortunately wasn't here for Cross Hour, but back tonight, although Matthias is going to kick this one off for us.
Mr. Matthias, I'm not sure if Abel has much Greco-Roman experience for you to exploit.
Oh, man. They need to get these guys some muzzles.
Yeah, biting's illegal, right?
Biting is illegal, but they're
Well,
they're brainless zombies.
Abel almost took a chunk out of the hand of Matthias. You got to watch
Oh.
how you approach the Outbreak, because they are not traditional pro wrestlers. They are not worried about, look out.
Wow.
Drop kick nicely done by Abel. They're not worried about the winner's share of the purse money or the rankings or how many stars they get on the internet. Maybe Barnabas will care about some of that from a business end, but look,
They're actual monsters. They're literal monsters.
Yes.
These things live in this world.
I am not familiar with this team, but they are impressive and terrifying.
there are
And
very
upsetting.
there are very evil people in the world that do evil things, and there are very just messed up people in the world that
Oh, yeah.
some of them find their way to Revolver. It happens. Tag back into KJ.
Oh, he's scared. He's scared of zombies. Oh. Uh-oh.
I would be too.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
yeah.
instinct tells you to stay as
Oh.
far away from these freaks as possible.
Oh.
Jackson and Abel galloping into position onto KJ.
feel like playing Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
2.
There's 2 boots right upside the face of KJ. Cover. And Ryan Matthias, just desperation, bailing out his tag team partner.
I like to see that sort of aggressiveness from Matthias.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but what is that?
That is
Human beings don't move like
the
that.
Outbreak rising from the win.
Oh!
Just scooped.
Oh!
Gets a
Very
ankle
nice. Oh,
and
my gosh.
dropped him.
Smart.
Amazonga has been an important partner for Tie or Die, teaming with Matthias at Crosshour.
Yeah, of course, he was a substitution for KJ when he was out with that concussion. And apparently, Tie or Die realized there's some definite equity in having a hired heavy, literally and figuratively, watching your back.
I was wondering how that dynamic was going to work out, too, but I think that they've come to a little understanding there. They have their muscle, and this team is impressive anyway. Tie or Die is one of my favorite tag teams
they're
at Revolver,
incredible.
but I think they were underestimating what they were up against tonight.
Yeah, I can't take anything away from Tie or Die. I think some of their decisions in recent months may have been a bit out of frustration more than anything, but Havoc, you can speak to being an in-ring competitor, how much that affects your frame of mind when your strategy goes out the window. This is not a traditional tag team match in any sense of the word. We thought we might get from someone like the Rascals.
Absolutely. It's like you said, it's a different dynamic. You have to approach this a little differently. You could tell the way these zombies, like, even move. I mean, even these strikes and things don't affect them the same way it would any other competitors. So.
I'm not sure if they feel pain. I'm not sure
Right.
if they like pain.
Right.
I'm not sure if Barnabas has just convinced them it's a good thing. I don't really know what goes through these men's minds,
Are they even
empty
men?
heads. I don't even know how to phrase that.
They're not men anymore. They're monsters.
They're monsters.
They're beings. They're entities.
Where's Dalton Wilcox when you need him?
They're monstrosities. They are the outcasts and oddities of this world, but somehow they fit right at home here in Wrestling Revolver.
Hey, you know what? Wrestling certainly draws them in.
Well, it drew them in tonight. We are sold out tonight here in Dayton.
And let's not forget, neither of these teams knew until, a few minutes ago that this match would be for the highest prize in tag team wrestling, the Revolver Tag Titles.
Ooh.
Matthias showing that strength, that surfboard.
I love a good surfboard.
Yeah, Abel fought out of it. And
No. Is he
Biting on it.
infected? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
and Matthias is freaking out. He's having a panic attack.
Wouldn't you?
That's why I'm back here.
Listen, I've played enough Resident Evil games. I know what comes after that.
You've done some evil things out there
No,
today.
yes, I have, and I'm not above it.
Abel set in, but right off the rebound. And meanwhile, the whole time Abel's been in there, Jackson's just been reaching and almost thirsting for a taste of the action. Could be time for a tag. As listen to this ovation for the Outbreak.
People love Outbreak. I don't think they'd feel the same if these two monsters were coming right at them.
I would have to agree. Again, machete.
Jackson tagged in, as is KJ.
Oh.
And KJ's got no choice but to fight full bore. Jackson, the freshest being in this matchup. Sling blade takedown. The Outbreak programmed with one mind, one singular goal. As Barnabas looks on intently, and look at the way Jackson weaves in and out, up and down through the ropes. It's like he just had bones up.
Oh my good, that did not look good.
That could be another concussion for KJ. Shoulders are down. Oh!
He's gonna feel that.
And when have you ever before seen the undead move like that? I know I haven't.
Well, Barnabas has studied the Necronomicon. He has gone on some, trips internationally abroad. He's found some potions. He's found some serums. He's found some antidotes.
He looks like he's got some potions in that coat.
Is he gonna swallow my soul?
He has found a way to bring out the beasts inside of these creatures as It looks like they maybe looking for what they call as above, so below.
Uh-oh.
That double team, and Matthias!
Smart.
Yeah.
Capitalize.
Scouted his opponent.
Oh, spear punch! That might be my favorite move in pro wrestling.
Same.
But Abel's still on his feet.
Uh-oh.
I thought headshots worked.
Well, that assisted a side DDT. No.
Oh, man.
Jackson with the interruption.
Our
That was a
official
close
Steven
one.
right in position to make that call.
Well, for tie or die, this may be do or die at this point. The opportunity they've been clamoring for many, many months.
Imagine how pissed they would be if the Outbreak took that opportunity away from them in their Revolver debut.
Well, now Cage is cornered. There's an infestation coming after KJ. Oh, KJ hiding behind the referee. Didn't see Amazonga get his 330-pound rear end get involved.
Incredible strategy from Tie or Die.
And now off the shoulders.
Nice.
Flying Ryan elbow.
That's a way to decapitate a zombie.
Picture perfect. KJ's legal. KJ's on top. Tie or die.
Oh!
That's what a title.
Very nice. And new.
World Tag Team Champions,
Tie or die, find a way to keep the undead down, and they have realized a goal many, many months in the making. It did not go the path they expected. There were many detours along the way. But whether you like them, whether you don't, you can't take away from Ryan and KJ. And yeah, give the assist to Amazonga. They are currently at the helm of the Revolver Tag Team Division.
Debuting in Revolver less than 2 years ago. They're now at the very top of the Tag Team Division. Congratulations to Tie or Die.
You know what? I hope they're ready because this makes them a target. And you know there's going to be the Outbreak. There's going to be Alpha Sig. There's going to be so many. Oh, and they're up. Jackson and Abel have risen from the dead, and they're still hungry.
Yeah, I think I would run.
Can we please get them out of the building?
I know.
Well, you have to ask Barnabas very nicely.
I am not talking to that guy.
He's the only one that has that control over them. But I don't think this is the last we've heard of the Outbreak. Certainly Barnabas on the business end would love those championships and everything that comes with it. But while Tie or Die get the win, the Outbreak get the respect of Dayton, Ohio.
I know. This is interesting. Everyone needs quarantine.
Yeah, just keep them at arm's length.
Uh-huh.
Or more. 10-foot pole, maybe?
Yeah.
I'll just stay behind Havoc and her machete.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I have years of experience with zombie slaying.
Wow, just the first experience of the zombie infestation of Wrestling Revolver. Jackson and Abel. Something tells me we're going to see a lot more of them in the months ahead.
That was just our first title match of the night. Let's not forget, KRULE will defend the Revolver World Championship for the first time against Mance Warner tonight. What a trio of freaks.
They take that as a compliment.
They would.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next matchup is scheduled for one fall. Moving his way to the ring, from Atlanta, Georgia, All Attitude,
Well, you want to talk about rolling with the punches. Alan Angels, once upon a time, had Trey Miguel in his crosshairs, but a broken patella for Trey, puts him temporary out on the shelf. We send our love and well wishes out to Trey. We know he's watching right now.
Definitely.
Convalescing, but...
And you gotta imagine he's proud of Tire Dye.
So, I know a lot of y'all here can't really afford internet, but if you haven't heard, Trey Miguel, my opponent tonight, hurt his whittle knee.
That's my.
So what I'm gonna do for all you dumbass Ohioans tonight is I'm gonna issue an open challenge to any of those dumb Ohioans back there that wanna wrestle all attitude, Allen Angels.
That's a dangerous play to make in a locker room like this.
Absolutely. Pure confidence from Angels.
Oh boy. We heard the debut is imminent tonight. Only a matter of time before Ethan Carter III made his way to a platform like Wrestling Revolver to do what he does best. That's caused some controversy and kicked some ass.
C3 a little grossed out there, maybe.
I'm not too impressed by the ensemble of all attitude Allen Angels. I think EC3 shops in a different tax bracket than Allen Angels does.
I have nothing but respect for EC3. Look at that physique, obviously
Incredible
working out
work
like a
together, yeah.
monster. But more importantly than that, it's his
EC3.
attitude, his fearlessness. He'll take
Mr.
any
Top
challenge.
1%. What exactly are you the top 1% of, huh? You know what would be really impressive? Top 1% of the dumbest people from Ohio. Now that would be impressive. That would be awesome. So you tell me, what exactly are you the top 1% of?
Pursuant to tonight's open challenge, I am in the top 1% of people from Ohio who's going to kick your ass.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, Angels not too pleased with that response. Of course, EC3 started his career in the Cleveland, Ohio area many years ago and still bases much of his career out of this area, running Exodus Wrestling, helping train the next generation of talent. But Allen Angels isn't worried about that. He's worried about the here, the now. He himself, Angels has made some very bold career moves over the past several months. He stood up to the macabre. He's somebody that wanted to go out in his own. But will Angels' decisions benefit or backfire if his mouth is going to get him into a fight with EC3?
Well, I really like the confidence he came in with tonight, you know, especially after punching that golden ticket and still being defeated by KRULE in that match with Myron Reed for the Revolver World Championship at Cross Hour. You gotta hand it over to Angels for just maintaining that confidence after such a defeat.
Well, I mean, to me, that would make a matchup like tonight must win, and I'm sure Angels was preparing. Again, different strategy, different style. Trey Miguel, nothing like EC3. And Angels sent for the ride. Carter comes through with the clothesline. Havoc, you have shared a ring with Allen Angels numerous times. If you were ringside now, what would you be advising him to do? Because this is not how Angels wanted to get out of the blocks.
Well, first and foremost, I would tell Allen to shut his mouth.
Fair.
He has an attitude. He's got a chip on his shoulder. Hey, I get it. But sometimes that confidence lands you right where he is now.
Well, EC3's chip on his shoulder is about as large as his trap muscles. He's somebody that
Yeah, that's true.
he's somebody that has been his own biggest fan for many, many decades. But Angels, that armbar takedown, able to neutralize EC3 for a moment, and certainly Bork, EC3 has reigned atop everywhere he's been, from TNA to the NWA, numerous regional promotions. When you think about what EC3 could be capable of doing here in Wrestling Revolver, it's astounding, because we could very well be seeing EC3 compete for a world title here sooner than later.
Oh yeah, sky's the limit for EC3, but it all starts with your debut match, and if you don't win it, you're not in title contention. At least you're not going to get a shot anytime soon.
No doubt, no doubt. But EC3 has been rejuvenated, re-energized ever since he's been back on the scene, and a free agent briefly, and of course made his return to TNA recently. But right now, Alan Angels looking to play spoiler, looking to turn all those EC3 headlines into Alan Angels headlines. Easier said than done, but Angels has a mean streak. He's got a tenacious streak as well, and you know, as I was saying a minute ago, I think this is must win based on the fact that Angels pushed all his chips in the middle a couple months ago and came up broke.
That he did. Must win for Angels for sure. He's no stranger to gold as a former Revolver Tag Champion. We won't talk about that group anymore, Havoc. I know you have very strong feelings.
I thought I felt her glare this direction.
Yeah, I could feel my blood boiling just a little bit.
Sorry. We'll talk about the match.
You will be. Yes, you will be, sir.
I'll tell you this, though. Alan Angels has untapped potential. Alan Angels, we've talked about it earlier with a couple of other guys, best version of himself we've ever seen. Angels has competed extensively over in Europe, WXW, Rev Pro, Germany, England, a half a dozen countries over there. He's done several tours. Alan's one of those guys who you blinked and he was already on global television, and when that went away, Alan had to recalibrate and rebuild himself from the ground up, and he's done an exceptional job of doing that.
Yeah, and he keeps doing it. He keeps reinventing himself. He is making it really hard to deny his existence in this.
That's what you got to do in pro wrestling. You can't stay the same or you get stale. You must evolve. And Angels, I got to admit, is doing a good job of that.
Absolutely.
Angels breaking out the physicality. Maybe not known as a particularly hard striker, but certainly trying to change some perceptions. EC3 battling back, but that arm and shoulder of EC3's been compromised for several minutes, and Angels using it to his advantage.
That's just smart wrestling. Target a body part and work it down.
Carter set head first. End of the buckle, one shot. There's a steel bolt behind that pad, of course, if you're unaware, and that was enough to daze Ethan Carter, enough for Angels to take a chance.
Too much time.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Is that a legal hold?
That's the 5-on-2, and EC3 scored big with a counter.
And this is what I say when I say Alan needs to shut his mouth.
Yeah, he got his oil checked as a result.
Yep.
EC3 with one good arm, still battling back.
Oh.
Best press, nicely done.
Uh-oh.
The mark of Ethan Carter finding a way to carry out offense, working around that left arm. Fireman's carry, maybe looking for a Death Valley driver. Angels try to counter to a Kimura.
Again, Angels will not be intimidated.
Yeah, if Angels can bend that arm, he's going to do some serious damage, but EC3 won't let him get that far.
You talked about the journey that Angels has had throughout the world of professional wrestling. He's had quite a journey right here in Revolver, from self-doubt to joining groups to striking out on his own. Again, you can catch all that archive coming right here to YouTube.
EC3 going for the 1%er. Angels countered.
Ooh.
Down with that backcracker. And right on that arm as well. Angels follows through. Almost looking for a Rings of Saturn. It transitions into a crossface. Angels adjusting to the fact that EC3's broad shoulders wouldn't allow him to put on the first maneuver, but he's got that left arm and shoulder crimped. He's stretching back, that's what matters. And Carter finds the rope.
A great audible there by Angels. Breaking at the 4 count.
Yeah.
Getting the most out of that hold.
No doubt, Angels has that eye of the tiger, has that focus in. He's not going to be, at least does not want to be, a stepping stone the debuting EC3 at any cost. Angels is putting his time, his tenure. Wait a minute. Angels wings on the ring apron.
Danger territory right here.
Oh, yeah.
This will end the matchup. This may end EC3's career, at least temporarily.
Oh, felt that one. Ooh.
Well, there's no better time for EC3 to find a second or a third wind. EC3 tried to grab Angels with a bad arm. He couldn't get the grip. But the good arm scores, and Angels lands on his head off the clothesline.
Pure display of power right there from EC3. Just what one would expect from a man with that physique.
Angels has been rocked, but Carter's outside the ring. No.
Angels always seems to be one step ahead tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Angels, he's resourceful. He's a thinking man's wrestler, and he can fly.
Oh!
Holy crap.
Angels scored on EC3, and I believe the knees of Angels may have struck Carter in the head on the way down.
Sure looks like it.
Oh, yeah. That was effective.
Yeah, Angels, I think that was even more effective, more of a home run than he counted on.
Yeah, EC3 looks to have his bell rung, I think.
And maybe that inadvertently helps Carter. Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Angels is prone. EC3.
Oh!
A super 1%er. Angels, I'll give him credit, he's trying to get to his feet. But a second time, the classic version. EC3 in his debut. Successful.
Ladies and gentlemen, opening the match, EC3!
Well, it was nothing but trouble for Alan Angels from the jump when he issued an open challenge. And a hungry, determined, seasoned EC3 answered the challenge. Another big-time player here in Wrestling Revolver.
What a massive debut for the equally massive EC3. But Joe, Havoc, I gotta wonder what Angels' mental state will be like after this loss.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great point. Angels has not had the most effective strategies as of late. I said earlier it was must win. Angels did not win. Where does he go from here without his group, without his title match, maybe without direction? Time will tell, but EC3 starts things off the right way and Revolver. You think he had Dixie's watching?
I mean, she's the biggest wrestling fan on earth, right? Doesn't she watch every show?
That's what I hear.
And never spends a second in the makeup chair, as I understand it. She's just naturally beautiful. Am I right?
She just wakes up like this.
Yeah. Let's go back to Kevin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is your No Rules Elimination Games match. The match will take place as follows. 2 competitors will start the match. Every 2 minutes, a new competitor from each team will enter the fray. Eliminations can happen at any time, and the final remaining members of the team will be your winners tonight.
Very unique way to address a very personal shot fired. Last time we were with you here in Dayton, Ohio, when the algorithm was formed, something that has helped BDE in a figurative sense, maybe his downfall. Here tonight is Brent Oakley has anything to say about it. A man who turned his back on Alpha Sig. Fork, I know you have your nose to the grindstone. I know you're looking for the locker room gossip. Brent Oakley, to me, what he did came out of nowhere. It was unprovoked. What's going through the mind of this man? Why did he decide to end one of the most feel-good factions in Revolver history.
Yeah, I spoke to him earlier tonight, and he laid it out plain and simple. He said he's more than a tag team wrestler. Alpha Sig, we're holding him back. He believes the algorithm are winners, and he believes that he belongs amongst winners.
Yeah, maybe he should hit refresh on his attitude.
This is not the same Brent Oakley.
And while it's not the same Brent Oakley, it's also not the same Dick Myers. The short shorts are gone. He needs business. The mustache is gone. We got a shaved Dick in action tonight, and he needs business.
You got a groom, but Dick going right after Oakley. Immediate chance for revenge here. Remember, eliminations can happen at any time, and it's going to be Dick versus Brent right here for the first 2 minutes. Oh, speaking of Dick punishment,
I don't. Your search history aside, I don't think Dick Myers is going to have to wait much longer to get those dues paid, and I don't think he's going to want to be in a hurry to eliminate Brent Oakley. Keep in mind, Dick Myers was the pledge, right? He was brought into Alpha Sig, mentored by Jacobs and Oakley. The only world Dick knows in pro wrestling is alongside his frat brothers. Now that's gone. That's dead. And there's only one man to blame. That's Brent Oakley. And Myers is going to make him pay some dues.
yeah, when I talked to Myers before tonight's event, he said that he feels like a kid whose parents have gotten divorced.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
I don't either.
He also pointed out, hey, Brent's copying him because he did it first. He turned his back on ass to join Red. That feels like a lifetime ago.
Seated senton. Yeah, the difference is Myers was young and dumb. He made a mistake, and he atoned for it.
Like Johnny Utah.
Oakley, this seemed very calculated and premeditated. And Myers, this is a different, we're not talking about 8 minutes and 34 seconds. We're not talking about his fashion choices. This guy came out to kick some ass, and this may be the fire that Myers has needed for a long time.
Big Dick Myers is looking better than ever, and I don't think he's ever been more motivated, to your point.
Hate can be a hell of a motivator, and the ones you love always hurt you the most.
Let's see which team has a member come in first.
Yeah. And this will drastically alter this match one way or the other. Oh, God.
Shit.
Uh-oh. This crowd is not happy.
We spotlighted for many months the frustration going through the mind of Crash, somebody who, a former champion, formerly indestructible, but just look out. The kendo stick, no effect.
Oh my God!
God.
Look, Ma, no hands!
Crash hit a losing slump over a period of several events.
One-handed there, the power of Crash.
You could see and sense that anger rise, event after event, loss after loss, and look out. I'm not sure what happened for Crash to find Oakley and Alonzo, but that frustration has been harnessed to the algorithm's benefit, and Myers isn't moving, and that's completely distasteful.
That it is. I got to speak with Crash for a moment. He didn't give me much time. He just said he's sick and tired of the bullshit, tired of YouTubers, tired of influencers taking all of his opportunities. 13 years in this business. He spent 4 years in Revolver without being pinned or submitted.
Well, again, everybody wants to blame everybody else, but bottom line, you got to win. And Crash wasn't doing it.
To that point, Alonzo defeated Crash at the very beginning of Cross Hour. And just hours later, we saw the two standing side by side.
Wait, Oakley's got that pledge paddle.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Myers is motionless.
Bum punishment.
Now this is all about humiliation. Embarrassing a man that he once looked at like a little brother.
Worse than hazing.
The largest live audience in Revolver history, and that's the way you're going to treat your former friend.
Well, the algorithm given a massive advantage here 2-on-1 against Big Dick Myers.
At least for a time. Myers maybe about to get some backup.
Oh.
That's Casey Jacobs.
Even the playing field a little bit.
It's Frat Door 3.0!
And you can read the top of that door. Adorned across it. The championships, the accomplishments, some of the highlights of Alpha 6 history. And Jacobs may look to destroy that door at the expense of the man he enjoyed those great times with.
Uh-oh. What a catch!
Oh, God, not enough body weight to trap the 300-plus pounder. Look out!
Nice reversal there from Jacobs.
Absolutely.
With the vuvuzela in hand. And Jacobs, I mean, you talked about how Oakley feels about his partners. Jacobs, much like Dick, has to step up.
Oh!
Split leg tornado connects, my God.
Yeah, and speaking with KC earlier, he said he's looking forward to this. Again, Alpha 6 so motivated after Brent Oakley turned his back on his brothers.
Well, maybe the rumors of Alpha 6 demise have been greatly exaggerated. Jacobs and Myers.
Oh, now he's on the receiving end of this.
Old school. We've seen it before from Alpha 6, but I don't think Oakley has ever been on the receiving end.
No, Casey Jacobs saying it right there, loud and proud. I'm the captain now.
And these fans are still in Alpha 6 corner.
Oh, yeah.
There were tears all over in this building just a few short months ago when Brent Oakley and Crash turned.
I was in shock.
Yeah,
I
we
was
all
too.
were.
Yeah, it was.
I saw children taking off their Crash t-shirts and throwing them in the garbage.
Other than when Myers went rogue, I've never seen the three Alpha Sig members apart. They're always like conjoined at the hip.
They are.
They're hanging out. They're at the merch table. They're strategizing. They're training together. They're traveling together. But now they're going to fight together because the missing cog in the algorithm machine is imminent. Always an opportunist. Always selfish.
I hate to say it, he's one of my favorite.
Ew, no.
One of my favorites.
Don't say that.
He always has a mic.
I feel itchy now.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Be over here.
Weapon and choice, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise for the algorithm.
Well, much like across social media, this algorithm promotes hate because Joe Alonzo is all about the destruction of Alpha Sig with that microphone, which is a more dangerous weapon in his hands than most.
Oh! Roosevelt's remembrance there, right to the noggin. Once again, Gorn's lament. You gotta love that double axe handle.
He broke the mic.
Of course he
he's
did.
gonna be fined.
I won't lose sleep over that if you find him, no. He hit Alpha Sig so hard, he broke the damn microphone over their skulls.
We're back, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Get your bitch ass out here. I don't care about a minute 24 seconds. Brandon, get your ass out here.
Alonzo calling out BDE. Keep in mind the tension between these two for many, many months. Backstage altercations cost Alonzo some booking. But while Alonzo was running his mouth and being unprofessional, BDE always kept focused on his goals. And that's why BDE became the remix champion. That's why BDE became so popular. And it's why he's under the fight now with his chair.
BDE told me he learned a lesson at Cross Hour, learned the realities of pro wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah, BDE is still young to the game, but he's learning rapid fire. And these two men have been streaming together. They've been gaming together. They were friends. And we won't get that confrontation now thanks to Alonzo.
Uh-oh.
This is a cutthroat business, and BDE
Yeah.
has learned the hard way. Every time he's won championship gold, a friend has turned his back on him.
Bottom line, BDE has a lot of eyeballs on him, and he's had a rapid-fire success. That makes him a target.
Yes, it does.
You can see BDE's massive rise to fame
Uh-oh.
right here on YouTube. Go!
Oh,
This may put an end to it.
I was wondering who was going through that door.
Oakley scoops up BDE, a man that has spent countless hours with him on YouTube, on streaming channels, but no absence of malice when it comes to the individual goals of pro wrestling. Everybody wants what BDE has, the gold, the adulation, the following.
You gotta think that the algorithm are fueled by jealousy.
No doubt.
Jealous of the influencers, the YouTubers as they call them. Well, they're still pro wrestlers.
Yeah, keep in mind, though, BDE has earned every single thing he's gotten here in Revolver. He's not a charity case. He's not a celebrity guest.
Oh.
He's a pro wrestler, damn it.
Absolutely.
And he's proven himself in the ring time and time again, but the algorithm don't give a damn.
Important to note, nobody has been eliminated in this matchup thus far.
Oh!
Lord!
Jacobs throwing caution and his body to the wind.
Was
What
not
impact!
expecting that. That was out of nowhere.
And I wasn't expecting
Yes.
Jacobs to get to his feet that quickly, but I'm sure as hell happy he did. That shows you how personal this is. Jacobs didn't care if he landed on his head.
Not at all.
If he hit the guardrail. He just wanted to
Oh.
take out two rivals in one felt swoop.
He didn't want to hit the guardrail like that, though. Crash. Whole lot of dude using a whole lot of power to just chuck Jacobs.
That's what you got to do when you're in there with 320 pounds. Jacobs is deceptively large, but certainly can't compete with Crash in terms of mass.
Or power.
Out of midair. Jacobs needs to hit and move. He needs to make himself bigger. He needs to build that velocity. And Myers tried as well.
Crash so strong.
Oh! Crash took too much time!
Great teamwork there. Cover!
Myers got a big Crash. Oh! Would that have been the biggest pinfall of Myers' career?
I think it'd be up there. Top 3 at least.
Alpha Sig still standing tall next to one another as they try to slay this beast.
Oh! That's a good start.
You got to think, if you can eliminate Crash, you can do so much damage. Oh, look at the welt on Myers' back.
I know, my
Yikes.
goodness. Oof. It's impressive how far he's come since being the pledge.
Yes.
He's gone through a journey of his own, and he is killing it.
That's one of the things I love so much about Wrestling Revolver. We see wrestlers throughout their entire careers, and we've seen these young men grow from rookies on day one to champions to now embroiled in this heated rivalry with former brothers.
I agree with all that 100%, but guys, it's just a shame that Brent Oakley couldn't see what we all see back here.
Well, we saw miscommunications for months and months, and
Yes, hurt Alonzo! That door, bridge between the two chairs.
keg stand.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Oakley knows the playbook well. Another cheap shot on his former friends.
Going for that glowing weak spot.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is, oh my gosh.
Oh, now that's teamwork.
Yep.
3-on-2 completely legal. The algorithm has just shadow banned Alpha Sig.
Has been eliminated.
I see what you did there.
And
Oh,
guys,
man.
that was 2 eliminations in 1 pinfall,
Yes,
right?
it was.
So
Only BDE is left.
it's 3-on-1.
Only BDE is left. I'm wondering how this is going to turn out now.
Well, this is horrible news.
But this is also, you have to believe, by design.
Oh, absolutely.
BDE has been the target of, I think, most of the jealousy here.
Alonzo has wanted to make an example out of BDE since he first felt BDE unworthy of his opportunities. But again, Alonzo, a mirror would help shed some light on why he gets the chances you don't. And BD has to be abusive yet elusive. It is 3-on-1, and there's no help coming.
Uh-oh.
BD, oh, you're caught.
Oh.
And Alonzo, gonna steal it just like that, no. Oh. BD stayed in motion, but Alonzo, smart maneuver to cut him down. Chair to the back.
Oh, man.
That could do it. Alonzo has a...
There we go. That's exactly what I expected from Joe Alonzo.
Wow.
I don't think he wants to make short work of BDE. He wants to humiliate BDE right there in the squared circle.
Alonzo knows the size of the audience watching this on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely.
And he wants every single one of BDE subscribers
Wait,
to watch Alonzo completely rip him apart. No.
This could end a career.
The break is not.
Oh.
Come on, Alonzo, damn it.
Sheer brutality.
gosh.
That's got nothing to do with who the better wrestler is.
Well, this is elimination games. It's all legal.
Yeah. But we don't want an elimination to a permanent end.
And an entire team has to be eliminated to lose. BDE has his work cut out for him.
I think BDE at this point, it's not even about winning, it's about surviving. And another door. We've seen the previous doors shattered to pieces, almost symbolic of Alpha Sig's relationship. BDE's favoring his neck. He's hurt bad.
He is the algorithm just taking their time here, doling out the punishment.
Oh, no.
They could have had this. This could have been ended. They're literally, they just want to prove a point.
Alonzo pulled him up. He had a chance.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Crash is going to break BDE in half.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's completely illegal. There's nothing anybody can do. This could be the end of BDE. Live in front of the wall.
Oh!
BDE out of the way. How did he do it?
What explosive speed from your Revolver Remix champion.
And BDE soars up high.
And
Gets the elimination.
this is why you cannot discount BDE.
Yeah. That fall from glory hit perfectly when he needed it the most.
Alonzo right back on him, though.
Yeah, Alonzo, a little more urgency in his step now. All over the tights.
Oh.
Reversal. Wait a minute. BDE. Alonzo.
A little bit of a taste of his own medicine there. Uh-oh.
Oakley and BDE. Oh, Oakley lands on top. Oh, he may have knocked himself out.
Wow.
I'm not sure if Oakley and BDE hit heads or what the situation was, but guys, this was set out to be a bloodletting courtesy of the algorithm, and what it wound up being was a victory by just a slim hair, and the reason you can accredit that is BDE's heart. He fought his ass off till the very end.
That he did, but this was still a dominant win for the algorithm. I think one of the quickest elimination games in Revolver history.
To your point, Ford, no member of the algorithm team had been eliminated until the very end of this matchup. When BDE started to rally, they ran away with the body of this matchup, and all three are standing tall, and whether we like it or not, the algorithm, a major force to be reckoned with, and they're not going anywhere.
Absolutely, and as the algorithm celebrate, I believe we're going to take it to intermission with a match back from 2022. It's Mox versus Speedball at Stranger Things. Stay with us, Revolver faithful. We'll be back shortly.
The fans are out. This is a huge, huge experience, and we are sold out here in Dayton. We have crammed in absolutely everyone that we can.
Absolutely.
And they're ready.
And we are ready for a fight in our main event. Such an interesting clash here. A brawler versus a martial artist. Are you okay? We just had a incident with the ring gong. I have never seen a hammerhead fly off like that.
Okay, so our timekeeper got so excited when he rang the bell. The head of the hammer went flying. It struck me. I'm an athletic professional. I'm fine. Where is it?
Better you than me. I don't know. But
all right, lots of first times ever. All right, and this.
A first-time lockup here between these two, and a clean break from Mox. Look at this. Show of respect, a bow. You know, Mox, you think of him as a brawler, right? He just goes in there and beats ass. Whereas Speedball, he is all about technique. This is a man who's practiced martial arts most of his life.
Yeah. And, you know, I would say that although Jon Moxley, obviously former AEW world champion, always dangerous, I would say since his allegiance with the Blackpool Combat Club has become even more dangerous. Look at this submission work, this grappling work. I don't know how much of that is William Regal guided,
Probably
but
a lot.
you have to imagine.
Yeah. But Speedball doing a great job right there, turning the tables on Mox.
Whoa! Moxley running straight through that tackle like a freight train.
And Speedball, a little surprised by that. Speedball, I think, had some really interesting things to say, you know, that he knows that he should be scared, but he's not. He doesn't get scared. He wants to confront fear face to face. He wants it to come right at him, and Moxley's going to do exactly that. And this is exactly what Bailey needs to do. Keep Mox at a distance, strike and retreat, strike and retreat.
Moxley grabbing a headlock here, takedown. Speedball trying to scissor the legs and reverse the pressure, but Moxley definitely has the size advantage, the strength advantage, I'd say, too.
Absolutely.
Probably Speedball with the speed, maybe the athleticism in terms of that high flying, that martial arts background, but it's definitely going to be Moxley with the strength.
Oh, and Mox has almost 50 pounds on Speedball.
Oh! Big kick to the back by Moxley with those boots on. That is not a comfortable position to be in.
No, those are probably steel-toed, too.
And Speedball, I will say, and I know there's a personal experience because I was there too, is less than 24 hours removed from a grueling matchup against Konosuke Takeshita, someone else who you may be familiar with from AEW recently, and now Speedball.
That close.
If one of those kicks connect, that is when the intensity of this match will surely ratchet up. But as I was saying, Speedball, less than 24 hours and a cross-country flight away from that grueling matchup, and now taking on another best-in-the-world candidate in Jon Moxley.
It is a difficult life, so much travel, and brutal match after brutal match. But Speedball has proven that he can handle it all with grace and dignity.
Moxley making his way back inside the ring.
Speedball saying, hit me. This is what I want. I do not fear you. Mox happy to oblige. And you can hear these chops echo throughout the Calumet Center.
Oh, Speedball kicks!
He's just
connecting, and Moxley unsteady on his feet, but he still didn't go down.
No, he did not.
Whoa, handspring got caught. German suplex dumped right on his head.
Speedball is just so quick with his movements. Just little things that can turn things around in the ring, but I think that's the experience of Mox there. He knew what was coming. And a simple stomp to the gut there.
And this really and truly might be where Jon Moxley has turned this around
completely in his favor because we've seen how relentless he can be. As you said, he's a brawler, he's a scrapper. I think he's biting the face. And Speedball just trapped in the ropes here.
Oh, no. Speedball really trapped in those ropes. This is super dangerous.
Oh!
And a kick to the head from Mox, the heel right to the temple. Speedball still getting that shoulder up. But Mox puts the knee right in the small of the back. Again, more of that Blackpool Combat Club experience.
Oh! And it's the back along with the neck. And the neck of Speedball Mike Bailey, you could say is always in precarious condition, but he was just German suplexed onto it not more than a minute or two ago. And now, with a handful of hair, Moxley again, maybe softening him up for that bulldog choke. We've seen him defeat so many competitors with that exact same maneuver.
Great point. He knows what he's doing in there. He knows how to weaken an opponent to make them the most vulnerable they can be to his most devastating moves.
Bailey was reaching for the ropes and Moxley denies it emphatically.
Again, a veteran move there. He saw the reach and was immediately on the hand.
Oh, Bailey out on the outside, and I think he caught the edge of the ring apron as he went over.
And this crowd's so excited to see Mox, a man who's truly done it all in the world of pro wrestling, but from this neck of the woods, trained by Cody Hawk and Les Thatcher in the Heartland.
And I think it's important you point that out because oftentimes you see someone who's like a television star, like a John Moxley. He spent over a decade, on TV, and you think that maybe that's the attraction, but no. John Moxley had this level of charisma, this draw. Whoa! Double underhook off the top rope.
Could be it. No.
Hooking the leg and still not up, but John Moxley had this level of this something special about him back in the day, back when he was first training in the wilds of Ohio, and now look at this, just wrenching on the legs, on the back. I don't see how Mike can make it to the ropes here.
He has a long way to go, but look at that determination.
Oh.
Bailey says he's constant. Mox breaking the hold on the 4 there. I think that's a very interesting point for Bailey to make about himself, that he is constant, he is consistent, he knows where his strengths and weaknesses lie, knows what he's got to do. No matter who the opponent, even a first-time ever match like this.
Oh. And now holding on. Oh, and eating a forearm. Oh.
What a boot
to the face. Bailey with the running kick.
Those kicks so dangerous from Speedball.
Axe kick. Oh. Moxley down for the first time in a while. Bart's Comet, it connected. Cover.
Not enough.
Still not enough. And Moxley up to a knee, right where Bailey needs him, and blocked it. And now locking on a sleeper.
Perfect block there from Moxley.
Bailey tried to make it to the ropes, but he's... Oh, finally sends Moxley to the outside, triangle moonsault.
Holy shit, that was insanity.
Springing out of the inside of the ring, clearing the top rope, and finally knocking Moxley down again. And I think this is gonna be what it's gonna take. It's just breaking Mox down. Sweeping the leg, Moxley is prone on the ring apron, and this is trademark Mike Bailey if this connects. Oh, but Moxley out of the way!
Bailey landed right on his shins.
Oh, and a tackle sends Bailey all the way out to the ringside area. I think he hit the guardrail, maybe his shoulder too.
Yeah, he landed in a very awkward manner. Moxley just chucked him out there, and now no remorse going right after Bailey. Speedball. Oh, dumped right on his head.
Yeah, and this
into the
is
front row.
And listen, Mike Bailey is no stranger to fighting on the outside here, to brawling, but John Moxley is the brawler.
Yeah, no questions asked.
There is a reason why William Regal sees so much in him, has taken him under his wing. There is a reason why he's a founding member of the Blackpool Combat Club. Like this is where Moxley thrives.
It's Speedball. Oh, I thought he had a surge right there. I thought he could maybe get back into this, but Moxley. No, look at the power of Speedball.
Oh, Moxley holding on. No way. Moonsault double knee drop. Moxley sandwiched between the floor and Speedball's knees.
What a huge move from Speedball.
And this is...
Wait a minute, Speedball.
Oh, Speedball up top.
Climbing the stack
What is
of
going
speakers.
on?
Watch out, this is insane. Speedball. Jumping blind!
Moonsaulting off the speaker tower!
And taking Moxley to the floor!
And this is really the first time in a long time that I've seen John Moxley in this sort of trouble. If Speedball can get him back to the ring, that's gonna be it.
Well, they're heading to the entrance area now and back around to the ring.
Mox inside and Bailey.
I mean, who would have expected this? I mean, maybe you, he's your husband, but Bailey.
Double spin kick. Wait, Mox caught it. Mox caught it.
Oh,
Paradigm shift, no. Denied. Threw into a pin. Moxley with the cover. Speedball. Penalty kick. Moonsault double knees.
once again.
Moxley is set up. Buzzsaw kick, it connected. John Moxley is out. John Moxley is out. A pinfall. 2, 3. What?
Speedball just milliseconds away from the biggest win of his career. I can't believe that. Those double knees on the floor and then in the ring.
Moxley kicks out, but for the first time in this match, he's barely stirring. He's slowly pulling himself up.
I mean, he's clearly showing us that he is a man, John Moxley, who's fought for everything he's gotten in this business.
And it looks like the look on Bailey's face. He sees that he could win this. And Moxley's smiling.
I think he likes the gumption
of
Bailey. He's perhaps sees him as a peer, as an equal.
Well, I think that is exactly how John Moxley operates. You have to earn his respect.
That's right. If you beat the shit out of him, he'll respect you more than anyone on this planet.
And that's really the foundation of all of his wrestling relationships.
He might spit in your face, too.
Oh! Oh, but Moxley barely flinching. Whoa, swipes away that spin kick, but eats the roundhouse and a super kick. Moxley's in trouble. Tornado kick, that connected.
Moxley.
Oh.
Rubber legs.
Oh, we know what comes next. The ultimate weapon, but Moxley out of the way. Bulldog choke.
Oh, this could do it. Speedball pretty close to those ropes, but that is locked in tight, cinched in from Mox.
And Moxley had gone to work on the neck earlier. It might be paying dividends now. Speedball, is he gonna tap?
He's back to his knees.
Somehow.
On his feet. How is he pulling this off? Speedball is incredible.
Whoa, rolling through. And now Mox with the elbow strikes. Another calling card of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Speedball in serious trouble here.
And our official really needs to keep an eye on this. Grounded.
Ooh.
Front chancery into knee strikes.
right to the crown of the skull.
And again, this is not just my personal worries, but I think the official really needs to. Oh, never mind.
Still
Bailey
defiant.
is still in it. Running knee, and that has to be it. Oh,
No.
what? What?
Speedball kicked out at 1! At 1!
And the face of John Moxley says it all.
Speedball earning the respect of Dayton as well.
Ducking the lariat. Huge roundhouse kick, but Moxley inside out goes Speedball, and now. Oh, God style pile driver.
Will that do it?
2.
No!
No way. Moxley, paradigm shift.
Good night, Speedball.
Please come back!
Who is the best fucking wrestler on this planet? Hey, you're just saying that because we're in Ohio. I gotta say thank you for coming out and staying. This is a really long show and you guys kept your energy up all night. Thank you so much. I know it's past my bedtime, so thank you guys for staying here with us tonight. When I was coming up, Cincinnati, Dayton, this area was a hotbed for independent professional wrestling. And I think it's about damn time we made it bigger, better, and hotter than it's ever been. I live about an hour down south of here, so it's easy for me to come up here and pick a fight with any son of a bitch who wants something in wrestling Revolver. A guy like that tough little bastard Speedball Mike Bailey. Sir, you have my respect. He is one to watch and impact in independent wrestling going forward. Just remember, you heard it here first. So, if you all promise to come back next time and bring 1, 2, 3 your friends, for your family, bring everybody a note from your work, from your school, talk about it on Twitter, talk about it on Facebook, talk about it however the hell you want, just talk about it, get the word out. We are gonna make independent professional wrestling in this area bigger, better than it's ever been. And there's no promotion better to do it than Wrestling Revolver, because this is pro wrestling for our generation, by our generation.
Revolver! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Where the titans clash and the passions flow. And the rain and fire, the tensions high. Revolver wrestling, jump to death, close your eyes now. Revolver wrestling, and take it into the top. Breaking boundaries, we won't ever stop. Feel the power, hear the roar of the crowd. Revolver wrestling will make you shout it out loud. In the ring we stand tall and strong, ready for the fight.
welcome back for the second half of Revolver Strong. And this next contest is for the 24/7 Scramble Championship. Introducing first, making his way to the ring,
Welcome back, Revolver fans. Bork Torkelson here with Joe Dombrowski and Jeffrey John, the first entrance in this 24/7 Scramble title match. We saw some interesting developments between Trey Miguel and Big Pound earlier.
Yeah, saw Jeffrey John, kind of a staple of the Scramble matches. Yet to win the big one, Amazonga. Saw him instrumental in crowning new tag champions earlier. I believe this is the debut of in Revolver of Troy Parker, 6'2", 280, 4-year pro out of West Virginia. We'll talk about him as we go on.
Participant number 4, the Himbo, Connor Knox.
I asked Connor Knox why does he call himself the Him Bro? He says, because I'm him, bro.
That's fucking clever.
What an idiot.
I like it.
Participant number 5, Judge Joe Dredd.
Well, this is going to be a big wild card. We've seen Dredd in some deathmatch style situations. He could turn this 5 into a whole different, more sinister violent edge.
Number 6, Starman Harley Raw.
And Starman's the guy that can usually knock the match completely off the railroad tracks entirely.
Do not underestimate Starman.
Well, speaking of completely going off the rails. A snake in the grass if I've ever seen one.
And making his way to the ring, the current reigning and defending Wrestling Revolver 24/7 Scramble Champion, Bigg.
Please.
Trey Miguel thought Big Pound was being a friend, checking on him after the broken patella, giving him words of wisdom, joking back and forth like a couple of buds, but little did Trey know that not just was Pound filming it, but he stuck a damn referee at Trey's house and he stole that title during a hug, for God's sakes.
And that makes Big Pound somewhere between a 7 and 1,000 time Scramble champion. Approximately. Somewhere in there. There's that 24/7 title.
Listen, if it wasn't for Trey having the biggest heart of anybody I know in wrestling, I think Trey would have seen that coming. Pound took advantage of Trey's love of people, and Pound, who has gotten himself thrown out of every group function in the history of the world.
Oh shit, everybody going right after Pound, the champion.
Yeah, they've seen his work. Could be an opportunity for one of these men to make their name really put themselves on the map. Imagine if Amazonga wins the Scramble title the same night as Charges win the tag titles.
That'd be so huge.
Why
Tie or die.
Why is Pound so glittery?
I just think he knows tonight is a big night. He's defending his title.
So he poured glitter all over his face.
Yes, he wants to look good for the cameras, for the YouTube audience.
That's going to be stuck in his beard for weeks. Troy Parker trying to make a statement. A man who's been in the ring with many members of the Revolver roster over the years. Wait a minute. Oh, Joe Dredd just Deepa Bushka Jeffrey John.
Is that a crime?
Well, he had a spare underneath.
Oh, good.
Is this cultural appropriation? What is this?
No comment.
Judge Joe Dredd gets ahead of steam.
Fuck you.
And the running middle finger suicide. And Jeffrey John raised the stakes. The real power of the babushka was the one on underneath. Who knew? Amazonga head-putting through her.
Oh my
Lord.
Jeez. Throwing that massive 300+ pound frame around.
What do you think Amazonga and Tie or Die have in common? What are they talking about when they're not involved?
You know what? That's a great question. Psychedelics?
Okay, I'd buy it. I'd buy Harley Rock! Loco!
Starman taken to the air. No fear from Harley Rock.
I really like Starman's potential. I think sometimes he could be the butt of the joke out there. Sometimes his mischievous behavior takes the headlines. But this man's a great athlete, and this man, oh no, this just feels wrong.
Pound.
Oh, he's taking off clothes.
Letting loose. Releasing the beast.
Look at his glittery torso. Look at it sparkle.
Amazing. It's like a vampire.
Ah!
Pound taking everybody out.
And every single one of those pounds scored flush on the rest of the field.
You know, somewhere Trey's watching, and he can't be happy.
Not at all. Trey got taken advantage of by Pound, and you know there'll be a day. We're going to see Trey back here in Revolver sooner than later.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm not sure if Pound will be his focus or what, but Trey is good enough to do anything he sets himself out to here in Revolver. Is Troy Parker good enough to make a statement for himself? Been in the ring with the likes of Jay Lethal, Ken Anderson, Rich Swann, and the likes of Crash, Damian Chambers. He is certainly a front runner for the top prospect out of West Virginia, but Jeffrey John not intimidated. The Babushka Baron got cut off by the Himbro.
Himbro, no chance to keep momentum on his side, though.
Connor Knox, the Himbro, trained by EC3.
Oh, what a spear.
Yeah, and through the transitive property, he speared the whole match.
Yeah.
Oh, but Judge Dredd not amused.
Not at all. Amazonga going down hard. You gotta feel for Starman a little bit, being at the bottom of that pile.
I didn't even notice him down there.
He just flattened. But still back up to his feet. Impressive fight from this young man.
Throwing some southpaw haymakers. I like the energy. Never mind.
Oh, what a shot. Big right hand from Joe Dredd.
The devil you know scores big. We've seen Dredd in death matches here in Revolver, the likes of Alex Cologne, KRULE, others. And Troy Parker showing that incredible striking skill. It's really his bread and butter, but Amazonga can fire back. Not often Troy Parker's not the biggest man in a fight, but tonight's that night.
Nice agility there from the Himbro.
What if Connor Knox? This guy's a goof. Yeah, thumbs up. Well, there you go. That's what you get for celebrating when you're surrounded by 5 or 6 other guys that want to take your head off.
Bit of the same medicine there for Jeffrey John.
Yeah, but he's got the babushka power. That brings him resiliency, strength, brings him close to his heritage. Oh, nice neck breaker. Starman avoids the senton. I like the elusiveness, I like the rapid pace. Oh! Troy Parker's agility. Man, the speed he can hurt you. It feels like it doesn't match the body frame, but Parker makes it look effortless.
And what an opportunity to impress tonight in his Revolver debut.
This guy's looking good. Nothing peaceful about Parker. This is no John Denver song. This guy's here to hurt people.
That's a modern reference if I ever heard one.
Thanks.
Parker feeling it.
Oh, straight holy.
Knocking Amazonga's block off.
No way.
What?
Blue Thunder Bomb to 330. And the Himbro. Connor Knox just saved himself in this match.
Knox keeping this thing alive. Regained his footing. Nice concentration there from Knox.
That twisting senton, but you don't celebrate this. I don't think this guy's very self-aware.
I think, this comes from immaturity and inexperience. He'll figure it out sooner or later.
He may lose those thumbs in the process. Nice shift in the momentum. Jeffrey John, he's been waiting for that one big win. Could tonight be his night? Could tonight be his first Revolver title?
It could well be. He has won a scramble in the past. This one, though, is for all the gold. You know John would love to carry that 24/7 title, even though you got to keep your head on a swivel when you hold that belt.
How many babushkas would he have to put on to avoid all the threats then?
Dozens.
Don't tell me.
Oh, no, 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 no.
The elbow to the temple.
Amazonga just too massive.
You're not going to move him anywhere. I don't want to go. Oh! That locomotive combo kick by Jeffrey John. Amazonga's on balance. Another attempt. He picks him up.
What a show of strength from John. Oh, my God.
That fireman carry slam.
But what did it take out of him?
And this crowd is chanting Babushka.
The Revolver faithful love the Babushka.
They love these scramble matches. Anything can go, anything can happen.
Amazonga in the boot. Oh, Babushka Baron lock eyes there. What an interception.
Amazonga struck first. Just barely, but the damage was done. Jeez! A body block. That's so devastating.
That rattles the bones. Amazonga.
What a diamond in the rough Amazonga is.
Just dumping John to the mat.
Straight up power, and Judge Dredd from behind. That's a cross-face chicken wing.
Going for a submission here. But Amazonga got caught up in the ropes.
Not many deathmatch wrestlers channel Bob Backlund, but this one, Harley Rock!
You mean former president?
Out of nowhere. And oh, there's a topical reference.
Yeah.
And down with a side slam. Pounds back in here. He's got Harley pinned. And he beats him.
Wrestling Revolver 24/7 Scramble Champion, Bigg.
I don't know how he does it. Is it luck? Is it timing? Is it strategery? Is it that he just wants it a little bit more than everybody else? Is it that he's so possessive of his property? Well, it's his property now. He originally stole it to get it, and then, well, he stole it for Trey again. But well, you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Big Pound is defying the odds.
It's that X factor. It's something that you can't quite put your finger on. But Big Pound definitely has it. But coming up next, first time ever meeting one-on-one, Rich Swann and Damian Chambers. This has the opportunity to steal the show.
It's crazy to think about this being a first-time meeting based on how much both have meant to Revolver over the past couple of years, and certainly for Swan a lot longer, but let's make some history together.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for one fall. Introducing folks from Columbus, Ohio, accompanied by the most beautiful woman in all of pro wrestling, Kassidy. This is Damian Chambers.
Well, Chambers coming off of a loss at Cross Hour. You gotta believe he wants to get back to his winning ways, and what a statement it would make if he defeated Rich Swann with all that Swan has accomplished, not just in Wrestling Revolver, but across all of professional wrestling.
That loss was a temporary setback in what has been a meteoric rise for the past year or two. Chambers went from being full of potential to being a player, almost feeling like within a blink of an eye.
He was the 10th Revolver World Tag Team Champion, the 6th Revolver Scramble Champion, and the 5th World Champion in Wrestling Revolver history. Rich Swann, the first man to become Triple Crown Champion in Wrestling Revolver. To say this man has done it all is an understatement.
And the crazy thing about it is, he keeps getting better. He keeps leveling up. Rich Swann, we've seen him have a resurgence here in Revolver. We've seen him have a resurgence in TNA wrestling. He is someone that brings an energy with him that is second to none, that is palpable. You can feel it in the air, and it can be intimidating for some of his opponents. But bottom line is, Rich Swann brings a dynamic to where you have to beat the moment with him. You have to face his style. You have to be the visiting team. Because Rich Swann commands respect and owns the room everywhere he goes.
I don't know how these guys like Rich Swann and Jake Crist, guys with 20 plus years of in-ring experience, get into the shape that they are in. Frankly, Joe, it puts the rest of us to shame.
That's the mark of a champion, the mark of an athlete.
There's a man of the people right there.
Yeah. The mindset Rich Swann is in. Once upon a time, his mind and body were not congruous. Rich Swann could have been his own worst enemy, but now everything is functioning as it's meant to be. Everything's moving forward. Sound body, sound mind. Rich Swann's in his element.
Talk about bouncing back. This guy puts Alan Partridge to shame.
And if you're Damian Chambers, what is your response to all of this?
Chambers just has to remain focused as always. And plus we can't forget the X Factor. He's got Kayla Kassidy in his corner. The most beautiful woman in all of pro wrestling. And wait a minute, Rich Swann being a gentleman or perhaps more than a gentleman.
And even Kayla Kassidy can't refrain from the magnetism. Look at that!
Does she wear them better? I think maybe.
Certainly looks like she was meant to.
Wait! Oh! Oh!
Oh, it was a damn swerve!
That's why you should never underestimate Kayla Kassidy or Damian Chambers.
Is Chambers twerking?
If so, you'd know it.
Oshigoroshi and Swann got dropped right in his neck. And Brooke, we just talked about how Rich Swann owns the room, the commanding presence, the energy he brings. Chambers and Kayla, that ruse, found a way to shut that down in a second.
That they did. I think that's what you got to do. Oh, to compete against Swann. Throw him curveballs.
I can't recall the last time I saw someone get that kind of momentum, that kind of impact out of dropping from a standing position.
It's wild. Swann is just on another level. I don't know if there's anyone in pro wrestling like him.
Swann's defying scientific evidence. He's creating energy out of nowhere. And
doing the impossible, but
little rolling thunder action didn't pay off.
Yeah, Chambers was ready.
But Chambers looks like into the lateral press here, 2 count only. It looks like Chambers is not really interested in how many minutes of FaceTime he gets on the YouTube feed tonight. He doesn't care about how long he's at work. He just cares about the win and the money.
Absolutely, and let's not forget, it wasn't that long ago, back at Holiday Special, Chambers defeated Jake Crist in a one-on-one match. You know, you've got to think there's some parallels between Crist and Swann. If he can beat Crist, I argue he can beat Swann.
We've seen Crist and Swann stand together. We've seen them as friends and allies. We have seen them travel many of the same dark roads in their own separate journeys. I agree with you. Jake Crist, we saw it firsthand at the top of this broadcast how hard Jake Crist is to beat. Jake Crist has seen rivals far stronger and far more dangerous than any human being.
Yeah, but
Swann's the same way.
But they haven't had Kayla Kassidy in their corner.
Well, that is true.
Masterful manipulation of Chambers right there of our referee, Steven.
One would wonder if Damian Chambers, as good as he is, would he be at the level he is today without the flagrant involvement of Kayla Kassidy?
Well, I mean, you're just talking in hypothetical now. You know, who knows? Would he have done better if he was 12 feet tall? Maybe. But we'll never know.
I don't think his mobility would be the same. Maybe that isn't right.
True. Hard to pin, though.
He's always near a rope.
It's true.
Well, Rich Swann, though, was near a rope when he just got kneed in the dome, and that didn't help him.
It did not. Swann in a bad way here.
And he could hit maybe in the eardrum, and that could affect the equilibrium. That could put Swann just completely on the defensive. If you don't have your equilibrium, you can't really stand, you can't fight, you can't really calibrate where your opponent is.
Absolutely, and Swann known for flying high when he wants to. Takes that out of the game. Oh, no! Face first to the floor.
Spiked him, and that's, I mean, that's really not a padded match so much as a covering to protect the floor.
Yeah, that just rocked Swann's world. Here we go.
And it could be it. Oh, the noise when Swann's head hit the ground was just unsettling.
Yeah, that was a nasty thud.
That goes to show just the maliciousness that goes to the mind of Damian Chambers.
Absolutely.
How he operates.
He knows that it's easier to defeat an injured opponent than it is a healthy one.
No doubt.
Plain and simple. Chambers supremely confident. Too confident.
Yeah, will that be his downfall? Nice recovery by Swann.
These kicks look desperate, though.
Well, they are, no doubt. Swann has a faraway look in his eye, pain in his face, but it'll explode. With that roll through into the clothesline, Swann needed moments. He needed time to get a grip on himself, to get his balance back, just figure out where he is. It could have been enough.
Last year, Rich Swann went all the way, went undefeated, and won the inaugural Jerry Lynn Invitational Tournament. It's a great 2025, but Swann wants even more in 2026.
Yeah, it's all about, can you build off that momentum? Can you come back better and stronger? Roll through frog splash. Rich Swann hooks the legs. 2 count only, and Swann's another one of those guys, and I don't want to sound repetitive, but there's so many you could say that about. And that any given night, he could win a title here. Any given night, he could main event here. It wouldn't feel out of place. He's that good. But bottom line, when the expectations are that high, you cannot have an off night.
No, you cannot, especially not in Revolver. We have a deep roster and an amazing locker room. The best athletes in the world.
And many on that deep roster have been victims of Damian Chambers.
Absolutely.
Look, fireman's carry on the ring apron. Chambers knows a lot of ways to hurt you from this position.
But Swann with that indomitable fighting spirit.
Chambers has the reach advantage. Cracks right to the side of the jaw.
Who's gonna give first?
Oh, Chambers got hit right in the mandible, and he collapsed.
Yeah, KO'd perhaps.
Referee checking in on the status of Chambers, but watch Kayla Kassidy. And boys hurt.
Oh! Kayla Kassidy going low on Swann.
Yeah, Swann tried to step out of harm's way at the last minute, but he couldn't.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Thumb drop from Kayla Kassidy. She's a great wrestler in her own right.
Kayla taking it personally that Chambers was wiped out. Could Kayla be directly instrumental in this victory? Chambers on top for 2.
But Chambers with the urgency right back on Swann. Oh! That'll break a man's neck.
Devastating, time-tested, Eto, another near fall.
Chambers getting frustrated, and Swann just so resilient. Taking so much punishment, but not giving up the fight.
Not time to fix your hair, Mr. Chambers. You're a long way from done for the night.
You better focus on Swann as he rushes in.
That split-second lapse you could pay for all, but came back with a boot. Swann the Gamagiri! Swann the cutter out of the corner!
Swann going up to the top.
450. What condition is he in? Can he hit this? Elbow! Great adjustment! Is it gonna be enough? Kick out.
What a textbook picture-perfect flying elbow there from Rich Swann.
You can do it any better. Ryan Mathias may say a thing or two about that, but it's a short list beyond that, I guarantee you.
New tag team champion, Ryan Mathias.
Got to congratulate them, as begrudgingly as it may be. And Swann, oh, went for that second row 450. He's put many away that way. Chambers, a student of the game, had it scouted. What a back and forth fight this is.
Truly a fight at this point. Just slugging it out in the middle of the ring.
It may come down to who's going to budge first. Oh, Swann's knees went out, his legs. Oh, stop it. The second time we've seen Swann land on his head like that.
Oh, wait, going for the Arch City stretch here. Chambers
Look
looking to win with the submission.
Did not let go of that contact. He's got great ring positioning, a great base. Swann has nowhere to go. Now he does. Arches back, traps the shoulders for two.
But Chambers won't let go.
Chambers has a death grip on the... Hey, wait. Kayla just pushed Swann's foot off the rope.
Imperceptible to the referee. Nicely done there by Kayla Kassidy.
Nicely done. You're going to give her credit for that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, why else is she there? To help Chambers win. Oh, God. Gouging away at Swann's face.
Ripping and tearing and using all of that foreign change.
Absolutely.
Swann must have felt like he was in a torture device.
Absolutely. Chambers no dummy. He knows that he's got until 5. He's going to squeeze every bit of pain and suffering out of that as possible.
A largest audience live to watch Wrestling Revolver in history. Chambers wants his name to be on everybody's lips when they talk about this event late tonight or tomorrow morning.
Utter disrespect here from Damian Chambers. Ooh. Some spice on these chops.
And Chambers changed the fisticuffs, but Swann was ready to meet him in kind.
Blow for blow. They're equal here. Oh!
Oh, that side round kick caught Chambers up on the jawline. Swann can fire him off so quickly.
What perception from Swann there. Ring and awareness. It's unparalleled. Here's the cover.
Handspring cutter scores. Is it enough? A kick out by Chambers. Chambers looking more dazed and disoriented than we've seen so far.
And Swann kicking Chambers into position. This could be it.
Up and way up high. I don't know how many stars you'd give it, but it's 3 tolls back.
Nobody in the match, Mr. All Night Long, Rich Swann.
Rick Swann survives a massive threat in the form of Damian Chambers, who came here to make an example at Rick Swann's expense, but another pillar of what Wrestling Revolver was, is, and will continue to be as it grows, has its hand raised high as we usher in a new era live tonight on YouTube.
Absolutely, what a instant classic there. First meeting between Rich Swann and Damian Chambers. Swann here really celebrating our debuting official. I don't know if there's anyone who has a more positive attitude in professional wrestling than Rich Swann.
Swann trying to get the referee in on the action, but let's be honest, no one can do it quite like Swanee.
That's the
truth. That's really one of so many reasons Revolver is special. To be here live, whether you're in Dayton, you join us down in Iowa, down in Texas, it feels like a party every time.
Absolutely, that's the environment that Revolver loves to create, and our fans really contribute in each and every match.
By the way, if it's your first time watching, like and subscribe while you have a chance.
Absolutely. Share some clips on YouTube. Use the hashtag Revolver Strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is for the Wrestling Revolver World Championship.
And I'm not sure if there could be a more dramatic shift in tone from what we saw Rich Swann doing to the mentality of these two men in this fight. Not so much a wrestling contest, it's going to be a fight.
Oh, no doubt about that. KRULE making his first Revolver title defense. A lot of controversy surrounding KRULE right now, but that doesn't matter in the moment. Right now it's all about Mance challenging for the highest prize in Revolver.
Mance doesn't care if you're a serial killer or a choir boy. He'll punch you in the mouth just the same.
Absolutely.
And have a light beer to celebrate it. Mance has continued to level up everywhere he has gone. Independence, national television. Mance is so authentic. Mance is so raw and real and rare. There's no one else like him. What you see is what you get.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Southern style with a new age edge. Mance has never backed out from a fight, be it in a Wrestling Revolver ring or a dive bar on a random Tuesday night.
Yeah, we say hard-hitting, high-flying action at Revolver. Mance Warner's part of that hard-hitting equation.
I think there were a lot of questions concerning KRULE's Revolver title win. Would this be something to stabilize the Macabre? Would this be something to set KRULE on a brand new path? Would this be something that would be a dark cloud over this company for many, many months to come? I think those answers will begin to take shape in this fight.
It looks to me as if KRULE stands alone as we're joined by Havoc. I hate to bring it up, but I think KRULE sees Macabre as something that's just in his past, and he's not about looking in the rearview mirror. He's going straight ahead.
Absolutely, and I think that's the case at this point. I don't know what is in the future of Macabre. I don't see much going on, but KRULE, he has set his own path, and at this point, who is going to get in his way? Not me.
Not me. Whether a group, whether individual, where KRULE goes, chaos follows, violence follows, chairs follow. KRULE is going to be in his element, but Mance has locked his eyes on this atrocity, and Mance will not be intimidated for a damn second.
Absolutely not. Both of these men former Revolver Tag Champions. That's in the past. KRULE is here to defend that world title after pinning Alan Angels, after Angels punched that golden ticket. As KRULE challenged Myron Reed months ago at Cross Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Wrestling Revolver World Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, if the action moves towards you, get the fuck out of the way.
Good advice.
Very good advice.
Introducing first, the challenger in the corner to my left. He hails from Bucks, North Tennessee, weighing in tonight at 220 pounds. This is the Southern Psycho, Mance Warner! His opponent in the corner to my right. He stands at 7 feet tall and weighs in tonight 310 pounds. This is the atrocity,
KRULE motionless as he stares into the eyes of Mance Warner, and right there, Daniel holding up that Revolver World title.
Mance are kind of walking in place, but that's how he gets in the zone. That's how he gets ready for a fight. This matchup did determine the world champion moving forward. The new era of Revolver. Want to invite you all, if you're new to Revolver, search us out on your favorite social media platform to follow for all the latest news.
Oh, classic Mancer right there.
And we'll find out who's leading the charge of Revolver into this new era after this match. And Mancer often calls himself the eye poke god, and he just feels right at home with a chair in his hands too.
Oh, can you hear that reverberate throughout the Calumet Center here in Dayton, Ohio?
And the chair has curvature to it now.
Oh!
Yeah, shaped like the spine of KRULE.
Yes, oh my gosh, come on, KRULE.
And we are sold out here tonight. Not an empty chair to be found, other than the one that Mance just kneed into the skull of KRULE and almost beat him.
Woo, just like that. What a shock that would have been.
Rising from the dead, yeah.
Oh no.
It plays into, again, that Mance Warner, he's either too proud, too dumb, too drunk, all the above to be intimidated by KRULE.
Oh no.
Well, when you swing a chair like that, I don't think you can be intimidated by anybody.
But
Yeah.
the question is, and Havoc, you may be the best to illustrate this. How do you keep KRULE down?
That's a good question. We have seen him endure so much.
Punching through the steel.
Not to cut you off, Havoc, but I don't think you can keep.
Oh my gosh.
KRULE collides with Mance with that suicide dive, and KRULE hit ribs first on the steel and just shrugged it off.
Yes, it's
Scary as hell.
It is.
very scary.
We haven't seen Mancer since Cage of Horrors back in June 2024 when he defeated one called Manders and Matthew Justice in the Cage of Horrors, and SGC came to an end. Again, all of that action and the Revolver archive coming right here to YouTube.
Can't wait for a whole new audience to see what has made Revolver strong, what has made Revolver special. But SGC may not be around, but make no mistake, guys, Mancer's still going to have to find second gear and maybe third or fourth if he has to survive this onslaught of KRULE.
I don't know if this is what Mancer is expecting in his return to Revolver, but this is the biggest opportunity he's ever had here.
Absolutely.
Challenging the world champion.
Yeah, bottom line, whoever your opponent is, you're not going to turn down a shot at Revolver's top prize. It could be years, if ever, but that opportunity falls in your lap again.
This one's spilling out into the crowd. Neither of these men afraid to use weapons, afraid to get down and dirty.
Well, it's hard to think for who has the advantage in this environment, right?
Yeah, it's really hard to say. Both men have their fans, but both are so incredibly violent. This one's impossible to predict.
Yeah. Neither one feels out of place out there.
No.
Neither one's looking to grab a wrist lock now. Hands throwing the heavy hands.
As much of a monster that KRULE is, Mance thrives in conditions like this. Like
Sure, he's at home in the chaos.
Oh yeah.
I think under other circumstances, if it was an opponent of a lesser caliber, Mance might be upset that he wasn't getting hit enough. But certainly no issue when you got someone like KRULE firing off live rounds.
KRULE with that slow pace, stalking after Mancer, but Mancer fighting back.
It's almost like the punishment energizes Mance, and so too KRULE, who's asking for more.
One of those chops would stop my heart, yet they're doing nothing to KRULE.
Oh. Yeah.
Havoc, is there any way you can articulate what that feels like?
It doesn't feel great. Like that. The sickening thud that you hear You can only imagine. It's very jarring. It does not feel great. It is one of my least favorite feelings.
And you've experienced it time and time again in the ring and out.
Oh, yeah.
And that's with just standard opponents, let alone a near 7-footer.
Exactly. Imagine the damage, just one of those.
As they work their way along that guardrail through the Revolver faithful.
Mance is a brave man to be throwing headbutts.
Men, women, and children alike better run when they see these two coming at them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I again, to echo the caution of the ring announcer, let's get the F out of the way. Mance and KRULE could do this all night.
That they could.
Security watching to prevent any innocent bystanders from catching any strays as Mance opens up, rapid fire rights to the side of the head.
I don't care how tough KRULE is, there's still a brain inside that head.
Absolutely.
And getting punched in the temple, it can't do anything good for your concentration, your focus.
A deceptively calculated brain, but one that,
Oh!
Scramble, God!
Finally back at the ringside area.
Another sick thud. I'm not sure if KRULE hit his head or if that's from the right hands of Warner. Either way, feeling the effects.
These two would fight all the way through Ohio and Indiana if given the chance. How often do you see KRULE on his knees like that?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. You don't very much see him in this position.
Absolutely not. You've seen KRULE, I think, not just in the ring, but as part of, again, hate to bring it up, the macabre, but nothing, I think, can prepare an opponent for their first time stepping in the ring with the atrocity.
No doubt. There's really no parallel. There's really no one else you can compare KRULE to. The athleticism, just the sinister nature, and oh boy. Well, this is a position we've seen both these men in before. Going after some plunder.
Chair for chair. Every time KRULE goes for another, Mance follows.
Neither man gonna be shy. Neither man gonna be passive about this.
Hey, there's Retro Jake, Stevie Richards' new best friend. One of our sponsors as well. Thanks to Retro Jake's and Super Show, the best damn wrestling card game on the planet.
Love Retro Jake. Hope he stays out of harm's way in this chaos.
Yeah, anyone in this Calumet Center is in harm's way.
And now what, 6 or 8 chairs strewn across the ring as if it wasn't dangerous enough to begin with.
Oof.
You can feel this impact. But the story here is both men standing their ground. Nobody's going down.
Massive blows, no quarter given.
All those short jabs, little shades of maybe Terry Funk or Dusty Rhodes now with the elbow. Mance has a deep-rooted respect for the legends of this sport,
Especially the southern ones.
that have helped inspire him. But now Mance are going to innovate some offense.
KRULE caught him.
And Mance, I think, was going to come in with that knee.
Oh!
Oh, that the chair legs buckled, and KRULE half a second away from retaining the title.
You're kidding me. I thought that was it.
I did too. You gotta hand it to Mance for struggling through that and powering his way out.
Think about just the force Mance hit that chair with for those legs to buckle instantaneously like they did.
The sort of punishment that would hospitalize any commentator like us. Well, not like Jessica.
Any normal human would.
Yeah.
KRULE, I think, had one of those chair legs.
Can't quite tell. So much debris in the ring.
Strewn everywhere. And the dynamic has changed. It's no longer exchanging rights, exchanging chops. It is Mance severely hurt, and KRULE maybe looking for an end game.
KRULE using that chair to great effect.
Well, we expected nothing else in the reign of KRULE as champion. And if this is a sign of what's to come, it could be a very, very violent 2026, the rest of the calendar year.
That's what the Revolver faithful love.
Well, we saw the damage one chair did. Can you imagine if Mance was driven through 4?
That may well be the end of Mance Warner's title hopes and dreams. KRULE getting some elevation.
As if this man wasn't huge enough, standing flat on the ground. Wait a minute! Mance between the legs!
KRULE holding on.
Yeah, Mance is trying to pull him off for a power bomb, but KRULE would not relinquish that top rope.
Oh. Damn.
God. And that chair again to the head. Anything within arm's reach is a weapon in Mance Warner's possession.
Biting him?
That can't taste good.
Mance, keep in mind what's waiting beneath them. Can Mance get the balance? Can he get 300? Oh!
Oh, man.
Oh, that is violent. That is sick. The twisted landing of KRULE's body amidst that steel. And I think Mance got the brunt of that as well.
Most definitely.
I didn't get a clear view of how Mance landed, but I mean, wait, there's a cover, there's a cover. We're gonna have a new champion. Oh, close as you can get, but with a move like that, guys, there's no way Mance can avoid 100% of the impact of those chairs.
Oh, not at all. It's that high risk, right?
Yeah.
You put your body on the line because you know at the end of the day that prize is worth any suffering.
It's Mance realizing I'm going to hurt myself here. I just need to make sure to hurt KRULE that much more.
Yup. And that's the kind of mindset you have to have when you're taking on the atrocity KRULE.
KRULE tried to reach up and maybe grab Mance by the face, maybe grab the chair, but either way, ribs wide open. Oh. And Havoc, you've been around Mance Warner a number of times over the years. This may be a new next level even for him.
Oh, absolutely. The resiliency, especially against a monster like KRULE. I have to say I'm impressed. I'm also concerned.
Mance may have broken one of KRULE's ribs there. Who knows?
These chairs are being bent in a way. What is KRULE made of? Oh!
These chairs are absolutely mangled. Will that be the kill shot?
Oh.
No, kicks out. Well,
Oh, man.
you guys know when the Revolver title is at stake, it can drive you to do some pretty extreme things and withstand some incredible amounts of punishment.
No doubt about that. Every time the Revolver World title or any title in Revolver is on the line, no one holds back.
I don't know if there's any chairs left under the ring, but Mancer's got something else in mind.
Hey, Mancer found a door.
Uh-oh.
We saw the damage these could do earlier tonight. But anything in the hands of Mance Warner becomes a deadly weapon.
He might be taking a little too much time.
Oh, he's going for more.
Oh, yeah.
A second?
He's got a plan.
That's the scary thing about Mancer. He's a strategist.
Yes.
He has plans. He doesn't just react.
Unhinged plans.
And this is wild. I mean, how often have we seen KRULE down this long?
I know.
This is very unusual.
I'm very beside myself watching this.
And as the defending champion of all things.
Whoa!
And that's why I say, take a little too much time. It's to the detriment. What?
Perhaps KRULE was baiting Mance in and waiting till Mance turned his back.
A split second away.
Oh! And that door being reduced to toothpicks across the anatomy of Warner.
This is where KRULE is most at home.
Oh gosh.
Just beating the life out of his opponent.
KRULE has withstood so much. But we moments away. KRULE could be looking for scorched earth, could have something even more sinister in mind.
Who knows what's going on through that monster's mind. Oh! We know what's going on down low.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Wow!
No DDT!
Holy shit.
The champion's down!
Whoa!
First on it!
What?
Wrestling Revolver World Champion, the Solid Psycho,
Mance Warner just did the impossible!
These fans are standing! We thought there'd be a long, dark rule by the man known as KRULE in Wrestling Revolver. The Mancer goes back to Dayton and but he pays for it.
Of course. Oh my gosh.
KRULE can't be happy with these results. Oh, going right after our official Daniel there.
Oh man.
KRULE, nobody's safe at this point. KRULE worked his entire Revolver career to capture that title, and now it has been taken from him. There's going to be a lot of innocent victims.
Oh my gosh, he's snapped.
KRULE just decimating everyone who gets in his way. Stay the hell away from KRULE.
And there's no Gia Miller out there. There's no anybody to call him off.
And I'm not stepping in his way.
Yeah,
It's very clear.
I don't blame you. I mean, we need somebody, but I'm going to stay back here in the shadows because there's going to be hell to pay for anybody that stands in the way of KRULE.
Wow. But let's not bury the lead here. Mance Warner is now Revolver World Champion.
What a huge win. I mean, we thought KRULE was maybe one maneuver away from retaining that title. He had Warner where he wanted him, chair wide open. Warner lifeless in front of him, but that tornado DDT out of nowhere through that door shows you the resolve, shows you the pain threshold of Mance Warner to fight through and find a way to become the new Revolver Champion. New era right now, new on YouTube, all the archives, all the future events going to be right here for you on the Revolver YouTube account, and apparently Mance Warner is going to be leading the charge in our new era.
It sure looks that way. New Revolver World Champion, new Revolver Tag Team Champions. It's already been an incredible night, and we still have our main event to go.
It has been exceptional throughout the night. Thank you very much for being a part of this, especially if this is your first time sampling Wrestling Revolver here on our new home. We want to see you here each and every month. If you're near Dayton, if you're in Iowa, in Texas, we want to see you here in person because, Mark, it's great to watch online, but there's nothing like the energy of being here live.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, it's great to watch on YouTube, and our entire archive going back to 2016 is coming to you on YouTube. But to Joe's point, there is nothing like professional wrestling in person. The energy you feel from the crowd, the action that you can taste in the ring, it is sensory overload, and I love it.
And Havoc, I think we're going to feel a little sensory overload in a couple of minutes. There is one match left to go, and I don't know if we should do a little viewer discretion here. I don't know if we should warn you of what's to come, but certainly when you think about Alex Colon you think about one of the most decorated deathmatch wrestlers of all time. If you're measuring success in pints of blood spilled, he's a bona fide Hall of Famer.
Absolutely one of the best, legendary. I will go as far as to say he did so much in wrestling early on in his career, being one of the best technical wrestlers, very well-rounded. But boy, has he made a name for himself being one of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the world. Not the best.
Not just one of the best
The best.
of the best.
Yep.
Alex Colon is the most violent man on planet Earth, I gotta say. And for Ganger to want Alex Colon to be his final match in his pro wrestling career says a lot, not just about Colon, but about what Ganger wants to get out of his final time stepping into the squared circle.
Listen, it's go big or go home, right? There's not going to be a redo. There's not going to be a rematch. There's not going to be, well, I'll come out of retirement next year. This is it for Ganger. And we know very well about him. He's fearless. We know that he will look death in the face and not blink. He's a bona fide hero. And
if you don't know what Joe's talking about, let me lay it out for you. There was a mass shooting in Dayton not long ago, and thankfully, Ganger was there. Ganger pulled people to safety, saving dozens of lives. When we say hero, it is no exaggeration.
Absolutely.
Ganger is a lifesaver.
Yes.
it was August 4th, 2019, when a shooter opened fire in the streets of Dayton. 9 people lost their lives that night. Dozens were injured. But Ganger not only pulled dozens into the bar he was bouncing at, but he stood guard at that door, and he looked that shooter face to face. And he made sure that that shooter did not get into that bar, made sure that the Dayton police took care of him before he could claim other lives. Ganger was honored in NXT by Triple H. He was declared an honorary NXT champion for his heroicism, and you know, became somebody that, you know, we wish we could be that good of a man. We
Absolutely.
wish we could be that cool under pressure. He's a special individual.
What an amazing insight into the duality of Ganger. You know, the fact that he's literally saved lives, the fact that during his day job, Ganger works with people with mental health issues. He is out there healing people on a daily basis, but all he wants when he steps in that ring is blood and guts.
Yeah. And, you know, the juxtaposition of being a lifesaver now going into a death match. This is how tough this man is. He's plied his trade in this sport for almost 20 years. And he has been somebody that has been known, beloved here in the Ohio area. And if you're from another part of the country, another part of the world, and you're not familiar with his name, I encourage you to Google him. I encourage you to learn more of his story and why he deserves your respect and your love, and why he deserves the main event slot here tonight, because so many people here tonight, friends, family, fans, are here to see him tonight and here to say goodbye the right way.
Absolutely. And, you know, I spoke to Ganger a little bit before the event got started tonight, and I said, Ganger, why? Why Alex Colon? And he looked me right in the eyes and he said, Alex has done a lot for me in my wrestling career. That's one reason. But more importantly, Ganger wants to go out with a bang. And he knows that there is nobody else in the world quite like Alex Colon when it comes to professional wrestling.
When I think of Alex Colon, I think of those deathmatch greats. I think of those that have captured the deathmatch trophies in the U.S. and in Japan. And I think of the late, great Danny Havoc that he had so many wars with. That I was fortunate enough to call a couple of those in CZW many years ago. I think Alex Colon himself, and Havoc, you tell me if I'm wrong, doesn't get the flowers he deserves oftentimes. There are certain deathmatch wrestlers that get the headlines, justifiably so. Alex is very quiet. Alex is not a guy to toot his own horn, but he deserves every bit of every flower he gets and then some.
And I agree with that. He's somebody who, like, in my opinion, in the mainstream, is super underrated. He's one of the best, and I might be a little biased because he is one of my best friends, but the thing is with him is you're going to see some of the best deathmatch wrestling when it comes to Alex.
Yeah.
And for Ganger to call him out for his last match too, 2 legends in their own right, I can't wait. Oh, here we go.
Let's get to the ring.
For your main event of the evening, purple man. You know, but we're ready to honor the legacy of the city. See, Ganger, this is it. This is you taking it home. That's it. It's home. Dayton, Ohio, this isn't just a wrestling match. This is a love letter to the violence of Dayton. Because when it comes to violence, I'm the number one guy. I'm the best to do it. Right now, and from here on out. Ganger, plain and simple. We're going to put a cap on it. But I'm not here to honor you. You may be. I'm here to send you home. Send you home to her. Make sure you never come back. So, here's who Gangers tonight. Tonight's going to get real violent and real bloody. Because I am the blood fighter. Blood in, blood out. Yeah.
Oh boy.
The resume of this man, so impressive. The Nick Cage Invitational Tournament of Survival twice, actually 3 times. The best of the best 12. This man is tournament tested. He can go the distance. And when it comes to Deathmatch accolades, he is in the top tier of the history of that genre.
And more death matches than anyone else in Revolver history.
Well, Ganger's no dummy. He's not coming out empty-handed. That bundle of light tubes can be utilized in so many different ways. He comes in a hero. He comes in a survivor. He comes in a legend in this area. But what will either of these men look like coming out?
And Ganger began his wrestling career over 20 years ago in HWA, and if you're from around here, you know exactly what that means in the Heartland. Tangling with the likes of Cody Hawk, Pepper Parks, Nigel McGuinness, and let's not forget our own Crazy J, Jake Crist, and Sammy Callahan.
Might have heard of him.
Maybe.
No doubt this guy's tough as hell.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
It's so hard to reconcile the fact that someone can be so violent and yet such a good person at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is your main event of the evening, a Dayton Deathmatch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in this match, there will be blood. There will be violence. So with that said, if you're a little squeamish, this is your last chance to leave.
There's an understatement.
Introducing first, in the corner to my left, from the 609, but residing in Dayton, Ohio, the Blood Fighter, KRULE. His opponent, in the corner to my right, from right here in Dayton, Ohio.
Wow, this crowd.
This is the Pitbull Ganger.
A hero's welcome for Ganger in his final matchup. And all that is impressive, but it takes a back seat for the next several minutes. Havoc, you've been in many violent matches. Talk about the frame of mind both these men have to be in, knowing what they're about to go through.
Honestly, it's one of these things where nothing can really mentally prepare you for this. Like you've mentioned, I've been in quite a few matches like this, and it's very nerve-wracking, but you have to keep focused. Oof.
And it's a situation like that, Havoc, where if you're an athlete instinctively, you may reach back into the ropes to balance yourself or steady yourself, but you can find yourself backing up into glass, sometimes barbed wire, it could be anything.
Absolutely.
Now, the most recent contest between these two was a decade ago at Rockstar Pro, just a few miles down the road. And I think that was at Spring Break in April 2016. Alex Colon won that one. I mean, but Ganger, I mean, he's no slouch. He's put in years of hard work in the squared circle all around Southwest Ohio. I mean, he even had numerous wins over Rockstar Pro champion John Murray, the man who retired Sherman Tank.
Who
the fuck is Sherman Tank?
What are you talking about,
What?
Sherman Tank?
What? I'm sorry.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Well, we know who Ganger is, that's for sure.
Oof.
And throw a chop alone.
He's calling him out. Oh my gosh. He's like, what do you got, Alex?
No fear. He's
No
looked
fear.
death in the face and come out stronger.
Oh!
No one chops quite like Ganger.
Uh-oh, he's got a light too.
Yeah, Cologne went to his own and broke the glass across the skull.
Exactly what you would expect from Cologne.
That did not take long. Oh!
No!
Oh my gosh. You have to...
Ganger thinking on his feet. I'm not sure if he even intended to send Cologne into that barbed wire mesh fence.
Oh my gosh.
But it's certainly a result Ganger's happy with.
Oh yeah.
Bork, what is the deathmatch resume of Ganger look like? Obviously not compared to Cologne, but is he going to feel at home here or no?
Oh, 100%. This is where Ganger thrives. Obviously, no one can compare to Cologne. But when it comes to this region, when it comes to Southwest Ohio, right here in Dayton, Ganger is a household name when it comes to deathmatch wrestling.
Case in point, the staple got to the skull. And we're only a couple of minutes older than this match.
They took no time at all. Oh God, no.
Oh!
Oh!
Into the shoulder, a dollar bill stapled to the flesh of Alex Cologne.
Oh my gosh.
Ganger just
collecting
collecting
tips.
bills, yeah.
Oh man.
And even when they're stapled to Cologne, they don't lose their value.
That's true.
Hell of a way to earn a living.
Oh yeah. Oh. Might need for a thick skull like that, you might need a stronger staple. Uh-oh.
A lot of economists talking about the strength of the dollar these days, but what about the strength of Cologne's skull to withstand being punctured by that staple gun multiple times?
Yeah, no normal human being would do this to themselves. There is something special that these wrestlers have that I can't quite identify.
We're a long way past normal human beings. I got
That's
news for
true.
you. And Cologne with that already injured head that's bleeding.
Right.
Able to use it as a weapon. Oh no.
Oof.
I know Ganger wouldn't forgive me if I didn't throw out that Ganger has a win over Sami Callihan when it comes to HWA, defeating him for the television title. It's a while back, but
Look at
still
Cologne.
in the record books. Oh God!
The shot to glass on the head.
Oh. This is what he's known for.
Cologne holds a light to like a normal person holds a water bottle.
Right.
It just feels right at home to him.
It's second nature
Absolutely
to the blood
second
fighter.
nature. These fans are loving this.
And again, I know I keep harping on this point, but you can see Ganger's Revolver debut coming soon here to YouTube. It was at Ring of Destiny in 2023 in that golden ticket gauntlet that, of course, was won by Damian Chambers.
Going full circle as we see his final matchup tonight. And
you can already see the blood pooling on the canvas.
Cologne making use out of every piece of glass that he comes in contact with.
Just gouging at this hero's face.
Wow.
And again, Ganger asked for this.
Yeah.
This is what he wants for his final match.
Well, there's a cover. And check
Wow.
out the urgency of that. That was barely a count of one. And to do that to someone like Alex Cologne, that's a statement.
Absolutely it is. Oh!
Wrenching that neck into the cover again. And a 2 count that time, but to your point you mentioned a moment ago, just the blood beginning to pool and coagulate, and just the abundance that Ganger has lost, and Cologne on top again. 2 count, and as that persists, he's leaking, he's dripping.
Ugh.
And Bork, you got to think about just the loss of strength. You got to think about blood going into your eyes, losing your vision. There's so many after effects, not just the blood loss, but the after effects of it that factor into this match.
Yeah, it really can go either way. You know, it can make you panic, but I think when you're as ring seasoned as Ganger, it's not a bad thing. It's ultimately motivation when you get that blood in your eyes, when you taste that iron.
Case in point, Bork, Ganger showing you right before our eyes a perfect example of what you just said as he saw his own blood pour out and he broke the hold. But Cologne broke the glass. And Ganger fires back that time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the sound.
Across the face.
Some men trade forearms, some men trade chops. These two, fluorescent light tube.
Oh my gosh.
How can anyone withstand this sort of punishment?
Cologne used his own head as a weapon.
This is unreal.
How are these men standing?
My gosh.
I don't think there's any explanation.
No.
Jeez. I have a sick SOP.
And look at the smile! The smile on Ganger's face!
Oh, we're down to one more, huh?
Yeah. Last one, make it count. That's it for the standalone light. Well, they found another one.
Where do these keep respawning from?
Oh my God, there's a cover. That could be it.
No! Ganger got that shoulder up.
And after that onslaught, guys, there is nowhere in the ring that's safe. These shards of glass are literally strewn throughout this entire canvas, stepping, tripping, dropping to a knee, putting your hand down to brace yourself. All of this could have catastrophic effects.
And you gotta feel just a little sorry for referee Zach there having to deal with this chaos.
Oh,
well, maybe just a
absolutely.
little.
I feel so
Just a
sorry. I
little.
almost want to learn his last name.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Oh, Cologne. It's worth it to him. There's no price he won't pay. With the traditional classic crimson mask. Oh, Ganger put on the brakes. Cologne's tangled.
Oh, look at all that.
Oh, his arm got caught. That can rip flesh. It can tear tendons. And that's a near fall.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was it.
Ganger would love to close this chapter of his life. Once again, lauded as a hero, being able to say, I beat the best deathmatch guy to do it. Well, that's a lofty claim.
Uh-oh. Oh, that one's not good enough.
Oh, wait a minute. Well,
Cologne
Cologne
skewers?
Oh no! Oh, I don't like these.
Oh, no! To the forehead! Oh my
Oh,
God!
that's something I just can't. That's
Bloody disgusting!
Oh, Cologne found more skewers!
Way back!
where are they getting these things from?
God. And how are they going to get him out?
I know!
No!
Oh my gosh. Oh,
A clothesline sends Cologne for a loop.
they're still. Oh no!
A pile driver on
With
top of
the-
the skewers.
That's gotta do it!
Embedded in the skull of Cologne.
No!
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
It takes a lot to make Havoc squirm and
Oh,
squeamish, but
yes.
we found it.
Oh
I
yeah.
have never seen you recoil like this, Jessica.
I draw the line at these. All of this. I can't. This is
For those that can't see us, Havoc's just motioning at everything in front of her at this
everything.
point.
All of the things right now. No, thank you.
You see, each wrestler came to the ring with a second. Judge Joe Dredd, along with Alex Colon, they've had their beef here in Wrestling Revolver for sure.
Yeah, they fought, but bottom line, as so often with those deathmatch athletes, that respect is grown through battle.
They are a different breed, unlike anyone else.
There is no bonding experience quite like going to war with someone in the ring, and after that match is over, everything that you put each other through, it makes you respect each other that much more.
From the mouth of a professional wrestler, no one else in the world thinks quite like that.
We can hope we see that at the end of this matchup, but that remains to be
I
seen.
hope so. I really hope so.
If both men survive.
Yeah, Ganger's second helped push in that barbed wire clad door, and Cologne just kind of out on his feet, being manipulated by Ganger.
What is about to happen?
Ganger, not known for his high flying.
He's known for his brutality, that's for sure.
Oh, most definitely.
No way. No way, slice spread! Oh, God! That crash through the door, the barbed wire. Cologne may have landed on his leg.
Goes for the cover.
No. Not a lot behind the kick out, but a kick out nonetheless. And Bork, that could speak to the weakening coming from the blood loss.
You're right, with each attempted pin, we're seeing it takes a little longer for the pinned man to kick out.
Colone's got that bundle of light tubes. All the individual ones have been broken and shattered. But now, what's that, 5, 6, 7 of them all together?
Looks like it, Cologne. With violence in store for Ganger.
Out of steam.
Oh, they didn't even break.
They didn't break.
They did that time.
Yeah, as if the knees were, the knees sure as hell didn't feel like pillows, and neither do the light tubes. That could be enough. 2 count only.
And then a double stomp into all that broken glass on Ganger's body.
Imagine Cologne knees you straight in the face as hard as he can, and then decides, nah, I'm disappointed by that. We need some more. And you
Absolute
can see
insanity.
Case in point, Bork, just the damage just laying on the canvas does. How many different cuts does Ganger have on his back right now?
Countless. It's got to be.
Oh, look out! And Cologne gets dropped on those shards of glass. Dayton through the bundle of tubes.
Is this finally going to do it?
Cologne's convulsing. No! Sound still.
That's why they call him the Blood Fighter.
What a spectacle, what a bloodletting this is.
And again, exactly what the Pitbull wanted in his final match.
Anywhere else, this would be cruel and unusual punishment. This would be inhumane. But in the minds of these men, it's home. It's what we do best. It's the mind of a deathmatch fighter.
Cologne with the advantage.
Oh! Ganger clotheslines through the light tubes and caught Cologne. I'm not sure Cologne knows where he is. That's a cover. No.
Cologne gets that right shoulder up.
What's it going to take, guys?
I don't know, but once again, Ganger grinning malevolently. He loves it.
Crowd showing their Revolver love, showing their love for these athletes.
Oh, what's in the bag? What's in the bag?
I shudder to think.
Ganger pulling the drawstring. Thousands of attacks there.
As if it wasn't dangerous enough to begin with.
Ganger spreads them out for good measure.
Thousands of thumbtacks. And all concentrated in that corner of the ring. There's a strategy behind this. Cologne. That half of his jersey was white when he came out here, by the way.
True.
Oh, jeez!
Right into the tax.
Sunset
and the glass.
bomb! Ganger hoisted by his own petard. Is that enough?
No!
Oh.
Cologne right back to the top.
Yeah. Wasted no time. Urgency. Oh, stomp. Will that be enough?
No! One! Just one!
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, camel clutch!
Oh, last thing Ganger wants to do at this hour is piss Cologne off. He may have done that.
This is some classic Cologne right here.
I can't picture Ganger tapping out. I can't see him conceding his last match, his last time in this environment.
As the Rockstar faithful here rally behind the pit bull.
That finger speaks volumes for Ganger.
Cologne holding on for dear life.
Oh! And drops Cologne into the shards of glass. But couldn't get a good pinfall in. And Cologne right back to that vice, right around the nose. A chancery that's going to constrict the breathing. Will Ganger tap out? Will his career end before our eyes?
There it is!
He does!
Yes!
He had no choice.
Oh my gosh.
Alex Cologne.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Dayton Deathmatch, the Bloodfighter, Alex Cologne.
Amongst a dangerous pit of shards of glass, thumbtacks, blood, misery, and agony, Ganger got the fight he wanted. He got the Deathmatch champion, Alex Cologne. He got a man who holds nothing back, Alex Cologne. He got a man who will roll around in the most dangerous element, Alex Cologne. Ganger may have not got the win, but he got his final chapter in all of its bloody glory.
Absolutely. Ganger can hold his head high knowing that he went out facing the best of the best in the main event at Wrestling Revolver. Here we see some of the locker room coming out to ringside.
That was incredible.
And a show of respect between these two warriors.
An incredible fight to cap off an incredible journey throughout his 20-plus years in pro wrestling.
Wow. What a send-off.
What a night, what a match, what a main event, and what a career for the Pitbull Ganger. Dayton, Ohio showing its appreciation for one of their own. Nobody does it quite like we do. Ganger is Dayton, Ohio. And nobody does pro wrestling quite like we do it here.
Jeremy, come get the mic. Jeremy, come get the mic. I love every single one of you guys out here tonight. I love you guys. Dayton's my home. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry. Sorry. I love the sport. Unfortunately, the love for the sport doesn't have any more in my body. Box Club. I'm so glad and grateful you took the opportunity to come to this river tonight and we beat the shit out of each other. Straight shoot. I could go around to every single one of these guys and girls in the dressing room. Some of them I don't even know at all. I could tell you all the great things about every single one of these people. From the top to the bottom. This company right here was the only company that gave me the opportunity to go out my way. I so close to everybody in that dressing room, to some of you fans that know my personal story, my personal life. I got some real close friends here. All seriousness, I work in a bar where I've got to know my little family at work. I went through a bad time a couple months ago, real down on myself. Everyone that knows this story can tell you, not too long ago I wanted to take my own life, because everything I've been through. Every single one of you guys helped me through it. My family I work with at night, I didn't think I could talk to them. Anytime you guys are down in the dumps, you need help, ask for it. I'm sorry to say it to you guys, but I'm really big on that. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You might think taking your own life is the best way out. Trust me, I can't doubt you for that because I was there. But there's not one person in your life that would rather just hear you tell your story. Because when you take your life, you might feel that pain go away. You might be happy you're not waking up anymore. But let me tell you something. Your friends, your family, they wake up. That's who you really hurt. So don't be afraid to ask for help. No one is different from anybody else. We are all equal. I love every single one of you guys. Sammy Callahan, thank you, Will. Jessica, every single one of you guys, thank you. I love you, brother. You and your family's been great to me. Nevaeh, I love you. Jessica, I love you. I can go on and on. I don't want to take up too much more of you guys' time, but please, please keep coming back here. Support these people. Support each other. Love each other. Every time you go home, don't be afraid to say, I fucking love you, because you know what? I love you, Dayton. Thank you.
A message of selflessness, of love, and of hope. Ganger goes out and closes his career the same way he'll be remembered across this world. A hero, a lifesaver, and a true badass in every sense of the word.
A beautiful sentiment from a bloodied Ganger. And let me just say, for me, Bork Torkelson, Joe Dombrowski, and Jessica Havoc, thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time, Friday, June 12th. Come back and see us at Wrestling Revolver.
Right here on YouTube.